Hey everyone, welcome in. We've got the GTL Championship today. Decoy SYN ought to be a pretty dang good match. Got Tubbins with me like always. Welcome in, Tubbins.
Yeah, glad to be here. Should have a good one for you. This is if Sin wins, they take the whole thing home, and if Decoy wins, we see them play next week, and then the winner of that will take the whole thing home. So we're hoping they can give us a good show.
Yeah,
Last time it was really close the first couple matches, and then Sin kind of took over. So we're hoping Decoy learned a little bit from that, and we'll see how this plays out. But these are definitely, I think you would. There's no really argument, especially as GTL goes. These are definitely the top two NA teams that are playing in this tournament.
100%.
I don't think there's any doubt about that. So
Yeah,
we'll see how it
100%.
goes. So this is what we got: 6v6, no premium tanks, no mercenary tanks, and no limit on tanks. So
Yeah, no limit. They can play as many as they want as long as it doesn't fall under those banned rules. Um,
yep,
real real quick, going over the Discord, we got SYN gonna ban Westfield. Decoy's gonna ban Proc. SYN's gonna pick Himmels, and we're just waiting on Decoy to kind of give they get to pick side, so we're just waiting on them to pick side.
yeah, we
Tonight,
got best of 13.
yeah, I was gonna say tonight's
So
best of 13, so could be a long one. We'll see. Last time these two teams played, which what was that? Like last week or the week before? I think it was a week before. Yeah, week before. So started out pretty good, right? It was kind of neck and neck. First couple of maps, I think we went 2-2, and then Decoy kind of seemed to lose their steam. SYN seemed to kind of really pick up steam. Started playing really well. And man, I'd have to go back and look at the score. I meant to do that before the stream, but I think it
they had
was
Decoy only won two.
yeah, they won two and SYN took it. And so I don't know. We'll see. I think Decoy looked strong when they went down to the losers bracket. They played one, and had to beat one to get here. I think Decoy played really good there. I think their play style was a little bit different, but I think they played really good. So I don't know. We'll see. I think we're going to be in for a good one tonight. I think Gambit and the Decoy boys are ready for this.
Yeah, I mean, last time I think Sin did a lot of stuff that was even unexpected to me. I think it called Gambit a lot off guard. So hopefully it doesn't happen. But I mean, I think Decoy's played him twice, and thanks to Sin, they started this five type five heavy meta, right?
Yeah, yeah,
So that caught Gambit off guard the first time, and then I think they kind of played aggressively on defense the last time on Mines and Sand River, and it caught Decoy a little bit off. So Decoy's kind of been caught off guard twice. You got to think that they've wisened up to it, so to say, right? But we will see how it plays out. But Decoy looked really good last time, and Sin looked really good last time they played Decoy. Sin looked really, really good against 1-2. They completely 7-0'd 1 to send them to loser bracket to face Decoy. But these are the last two teams left for this season of GTL. Decoy's got all their tanks up. Sin not going with actually five type fives, and both teams knowing that probably the other team's going to take a lot of type five heavies. Both still electing to take a 50B, but I guess you really don't have a clipper if they kind of take off premium lock. You would think maybe a T57 because you can't bring the T58, but they both like to take 50Bs, and that can be risk versus reward in my opinion. But either way, side of Decoy, we got 4 type 5 heavies, IS4, 50B. Side of SYN, 3 type 5 heavies, IS4, 50B, and a bat chat. So for the first time, probably SYN has got the less actually type 5s here. We will see what Decoy elects to do here. Usually on Himmelsdorf, you're probably going to get a little bit of a standstill in the first couple of minutes, maybe a couple of trades here and there, but it's usually slow going. 50B, they're going to send a 50B and a Type 5 up to the hill. Well, 2 guys on the hill making sure, but that they're not going to get reverse pushed by the 50B and bat chat. Magna's going to be looking for vision. This is what SYN's advantage is really that they kind of have a bat chat that can kind of linger around the map and get vision here. Looking for shots. Gambit will get lit by Magna if he does cross. Mega D gets spotted, but Mega D also does spot Magna right back. Magna doesn't take any shots. Just completely gets out of there. Good for Gambit getting that spot out of Mega D because that means he doesn't take any damage. He doesn't even get spotted, so blind shot, so now they know they're there. Magna kind of goes right in between those blind shots, actually. But... And Magna will rotate to kind of just he'll look at the 3, probably go back to where he was, try to spot the kind of middle again, maybe try to get eyes on the hill. Super D's going to watch the back of the hill, and here's a point where we're probably going to have that few minutes standoff.
Magna's going to get lit. Yep.
Yeah, they don't have anybody in that G4 window, though. Right?
He's got to be careful here, though. 50B's going to have shots. Type's going to have shots. I mean, he's kind of playing that rubble pile there, that ramp. Pretty good, but he's got to be really careful.
Yeah, Airstorm missed one shot, and the second one was blind. Unfortunately, he missed that first one. Maybe if he would have hit that first one, Magna maybe would have tried to move and get out of there, right? But able to get it go in there. But see, here's the thing, right? Magna can spot this and not be spotted, right? At this point, so even if they know he's there spotting him, it's
Well, he's going to get
not
out
ideal to be
unspotted
spotted
now, so pretty good play.
Yeah, he's better. Yeah, no damage though.
Oh, got a shot going into Mega D.
Off. Yep. Let's Parker through the thing. They did move up to the G4 window. Mega D does give it back to him, so that's a pretty even trade. I mean, Type's got more health. Maybe you can give the advantage to the Type, but pretty even in my opinion. Magna will go looking for the 1. So they spotted what was on the hill. They probably know that their whole team isn't up there. Now they spot Gambit on the 3 line. They know at least Gambit's here. So the SYN is missing where the 2 types are, but they got to assume that they're either going to be on Banana or going to the 1. Big match, the first match. You kind of want to take the first one, I think. Anytime you're playing in a big match. You got Fear watching Banana. Ain't nobody going to be coming down there.
Clock now down to 6 minutes 20 seconds. I mean, Decoy's going to have to try to put together some kind of play here. It's going to look like an ACAP play from the way they're set up.
Well, they got dips moving in the middle, which is interesting, right?
I don't know why my thing just switched scenes. That was weird.
Yep. Couldn't tell you.
Computer's possessed.
So I don't know. I don't think Decoy's decided exactly what they want to do. I mean, A's going to be really tough if Kellen stays unspotted, right? Anytime you go to A and you get a guy that's in A1, B1 that doesn't get lit, he will farm you very effectively, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Especially a good player. But usually 50B back there does kind of get lit, but Kellen's also going to get a big heads up of when they're coming because of Magna. Yeah, it doesn't look like Decoy is decided. I think it really depends where's Super D going to go, right? I mean, SYN's not really giving Decoy too many good options. We'll see. Gonna have to wait probably another. I mean, Decoy's got to get going here with it.
Yeah, I mean they're done to 5 minutes.
Yeah. I mean 6v6, you do have a little bit more time because you do have to kill one less tank, right? But regardless of the fact,
Types are making across backtracks. They
wow,
did get spotted.
they're going through the middle. They're going through the middle unspotted. I actually like this play. Now
They got
Dips is spotted.
Yeah, Dips lit.
Yeah, but it's only one, so they might only think that guy's going there. I actually like this play. I do think Gambit does this very well. He'll probably go eventually to go kill Parko. Parko puts a little bit of a shot at the Gambit, I believe. So they're probably going to try to ping out Parko. Now, Fear will have him covered. Fear will get pretty much free damage here. But IS4 isn't going to do that much. It really depends on what Kellen does with his clip. Is Kellen going to rotate back to look at that? Or is Kellen just going to try to farm down here and outspot these types? The other thing is if Kellen gets spotted, he can just get whacked. Out of the game by 2 5s. Now they have all those guys lit. Magna's making a play to shoot these guys in the back. This is a really big play by Magna if he does make this. They won't have anything to counter Magna and Tank Killer here. Magnan does get spotted. Magnan's got Mega D's side. Mega D's gonna have to push. Mega D gets tracked. Uses a repair kit. They're gonna have to cross this gap, and they're gonna eat big damage.
Oh man, and
And
Dip's on
Dips
fire.
eats it. Yeah. They gave SYN too much time. Super D's got to push forward. Now these guys can get behind him. They have got to kill. Because Kellen's on reload, Parko and Fear have to die before these other 3 tanks get there and Magna gets reloaded. Okay? They have to kill Fear as fast as they possibly can. Because Lemur and Tank Killer are on type 5s, right? They're not going to get there quick. Fear's got to die really fast. Kellen is off of reload, but Kellen is only on 47 points. He's next to death. And he's
A bounce.
And he just bounced.
It was a baby gun bounce. Baby gun bounce.
It's still a bounce.
Yeah, he could have killed him.
Baby gun. Gambit couldn't finish off Kellen. This is big that Kellen's staying alive for SYN, to be honest with you. Like, just having a tank back there that's an autoloader is super annoying. They got to get in and kill him. But the clock's ticking, right? You got 230, which means you're going to have to dedicate at least 2 to cap. Mega D's super low. Kellen's just being super annoying, but he does end up going down. They gotta make a decision to go to a cap. They have to go. Looks like a little bit of a split.
Clock is definitely ticking.
Got to get people. Yeah, I mean, I think you all just got to stay together, right? They've only got 3 tanks. You still got 6. I understand maybe you want to try to cut people off, but you got to get on cap. Like, Mega D's too close to dying to not really be a guy you want on cap, so Gambit's definitely going to have to follow. Super D will try to create the angle. Dips is shooting baby guns crazy over there for whatever reason. I don't... He's trying to kill the rubble so he can see people cross, so he's got a line of sight. So it is actually really intelligent. Airstorm does come down and do some damage. He is on reload. Lemur will not be able to shoot Airstorm here. Lemur's got to shoot the cap, right? He can't shoot Airstorm and reload and do the cap. So when Airstorm comes off a free reload, unless Tank Killer looks, he's going to get a pretty much free kill. Oh, they pin a heater on him.
Yeah, so Airstorm's going to be able to get him out in just a second.
Yeah, but does he get a reset before he dies? He does.
Magna push Dips and kills Dips.
Really?
Yep.
The big play by Magna. Now Magna's got the backside, so even though Lemur went down, he did get that
big pin from type. Big pin.
Oh man, 1179.
HE to the face, yeah, 1179. Or no, I think it was 1119, something like that.
I think it was 79. That's a big
round for DECOY.
Yeah, it's nice to come out, but I mean, I will say this: playing against DECOY and scrimming them as much as I have, and playing as many tournaments as I have, Himmelsdorf attack. They are very good at breaking kind of turtle kind of things, right? Like, he does it very well. He does come after that 3 line, and he's able to get it out reasonably fast. It always kills us. If Willis would listen to me, I wouldn't have to lose against DECOY attack on Himmelsdorf every time. But it's a story for another day. Either way, on the side of DECOY, we got Super Dean's Type 5 Heavy. Just short of 4,500 there. That's a lot of damage. You got whatever this guy is. Taco. Yeah, Taquito. All right, we'll go with Taquito. We got 1 kill, 2,600 damage. Not used to him actually playing. And then Airstorm actually played that quarter very well. 1 kill, just shy of 2,100 damage. And then Gambit just shy of 2,100 damage, 1 kill. Dips in his Type 5, 1,850, 1 kill. And then you got Mega D in his IS4, 1 kill, 1,550. That's a solid all-around thing. Like, even though Super D did the most damage, everybody really contributed right there.
Yeah, very well played by DECOY. Over on SYN side, we got Tank Killer at the top in his Type, 2,783. We got Yuck Yuri in his Type 5 with 2120. Parko in the Type 5 with 1608. Magna in the Bad Chat, 1 kill, 1391. Fear in his IS4 with 1317. And Kellen in the 50B with 1121. And they'll get side swap, tanks up, and we'll be ready to go for round 2.
Yeah, big one out of the gate by DECOY, but not to be pessimist towards DECOY. This is how it kind of went last time.
Right. Yep. Let's look at the prediction. So we've got
But you got to leave that up until like the next map at least, right?
Yeah, it's running for a little. It's got a 15-minute time on it, so I mean, DECOY. Oh wow, somebody just voted for SYN. They were winning the vote until I literally just looked at it.
Well, the void doesn't go by people; it goes by points, right?
By points, yeah.
This Dave Store guy seems to be a big Decoy fan. Let's go Decoy. Let's go Decoy. 7 times.
Yeah, really wants
You
decoy.
want? Yeah.
Decoy war cry, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
And metal. No, I did not get my gold back, unfortunately.
Yeah, well, that's like a mistake you make in like the first week you play tanks. But
Yeah, it happens.
for you.
I honestly think it was like a glitch. I don't know how. I'm not gonna take responsibility for not hitting Y. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I will say that that almost happened to me. I remember I randomly checked the tank and it was on gold.
Yeah, but I think
But I think that was after like 6.0. I don't really know.
I think I spent 2,000 gold resupplying
That's not
ammo.
the
Yeah,
biggest deal.
it's not the end of the world, but
It's still super annoying.
it feels bad spending 2,000 gold on ammo.
John Man Orange is in the chat to say that you smell. Just might be true.
Maybe.
I'll tell you, man, I was outside today. I smelled a little bit there. I'm sweating more in my old age.
I'm sweating more in my fat age.
Yeah, well, that's the old age.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
I don't know, man. When I was younger, I mean, I guess I'm gonna say this weird. It's gonna be kind of confusing, but I liked
Yeah, I
food,
don't know
right?
where you're going with this.
When I was younger, I did like food, but the older
Oh,
I
you liked
get,
food, okay.
well, listen, the older I get, the more I just like I like to eat a lot of different stuff, right? Like it's almost like a hobby to try food, right? So I don't know.
Your
It's not
taste
good.
bud change when you get older. Your taste buds change, and you become more inclined to try new things.
Don't they say taste buds change like what's every 6 years or 7 years, something like
7,
that?
yeah,
7?
7 years. But I mean, realistically, it's kind of like a twice, right? You have like your younger age and then your old age. They kind of change, right?
Yeah.
You know, like I'm big as I've gotten older. I'm big onto spicy stuff now, right?
Yeah, see, I've grown out of that. I can't do it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm into spicy. Like I want, everything spicy now. I
Well,
love it, man.
hopefully we'll get a spicy round 2 on Himmelsdorf for you.
That's not what I'm talking about food, man. Like that was a bad joke, so I'm just gonna blow it up. But either way,
Ching.
yeah, here we go. On the side of SYN, we got a Chieftain, 4 Type 5 heavies, and a Bat Chat. And on the side of Decoy, 3 Type 5 heavies, 2 IS4s, and a 50 base. So we'll see how Decoy plays this. I think Magna did pretty well on his Bat Chat. I think this is an advantage for SYN putting Magna back in the Bat Chat, especially on attack, because obviously Type 5 heavies are really slow. So if you decide they're near B and you decide to go A or vice versa, right? They got to travel. So, but and we'll see. I've seen Decoy do this. They tend to do this a lot. They kind of leave one guy at B2 to kind of guard A. And Mega D has done this. He becomes super annoying to kill. And they're able to rotate in time. But with a Bat Chat kind of changes it because there's no way he's going to be able to reset that cap in a Bat Chat. So they set the Bat Chat on cap and kind of just push up that 3 or get cap pressure on A or something. It could work here, I think, in my opinion. Dip's going to shoot
Yeah.
those things again so he can get vision going across. And Magna trying to spot to see if anybody's crossing to the hill. Still doesn't have Super D lit, and Super D's driving sideways through that gap. I guess he went too far and they want him to come back.
Well, Magna's not
Kinda
really
surprising.
peeking it.
Yeah.
He's
But it's
just
kind
now
of
coming
surprising
out.
he wasn't speaking, yeah. Kind of weird timing. But this is going to be typical Himmelsdorf just like last time. Maybe we'll get a trade or two in the first couple of minutes. And then we're kind of going to sit tight for 4 minutes and then we'll get some movement. Magna prying. Not finding anything. Decoy's back there. They're really back there. typical standard kind of setup by Decoy. You got one guy on the 5, one guy on the 3, one guy far back on the 2. As I say, that Gambit gets spotted, and they got 3 guys, one guy watching Banana, and 2 guys kind of behind the B cap. Magna does get spotted back. I mean, Magna's in a spot that they're not going to be able to push him. He'll be able to get inlet and get out whenever he wants. Airstorm is going to make this cross now that Magna's spotted because he knows nobody's going to be watching Banana. Now, I have been seeing more and more playing lately, even though I'm not playing as much as I usually do. A lot of teams opting to really push this hill. Right?
Yeah.
Yep. And Will.i.am spots him. Will.i.am just drills Airstorm in the face. Now, if Will.i.am can really do a lot of damage to Airstorm here and get him out before he eats a full clip, he could actually win this 2v1 because the Chieftain is just absurd with its DPM and its health. But Will.i.am is elected to say, I'm going to take that one pin and I'm going to go all the way back here. And maybe he's going to sit hold down. He's going to stop right here. Yep. Going to turn around. Now, this does leave his side open on his left side if the guy's able to get around unspotted and not take damage from the bottom. But the gig's up. It looks like Magna is coming back. It looks like they are sending another heavy up.
Yeah, I think they're going to counter push this.
Yep.
Hopefully. Yeah, I mean, Decoy's just going to send both of them up, huh?
Yep.
I mean, they're going to lose
Kellen's
this
not
fight
gonna
up
get there
here.
anytime soon. Fear My Skill is now coming up. I mean, Will.i.am is just getting that little bit of damage. You know, like, even though it doesn't look like a lot of what Will.i.am is doing, those 2 pins could come down. 6v6 against 2 good teams are big. So Will.i.am elected today. He's going to take his 800 damage. He's going to wait for his backup. Correct play. Playing it very well. Now he's going to move back up. Now, the thing is, once he moves up, Decoy knows they're coming, right? Like, he's not coming back to fight him. Oh, Magna needs a shot. 480. 489. That's a high roll out of an IS4, isn't it?
A little
Will.i.am's
bit.
going to try to give one back. Mega D gives it to him. Airstorm hits his track, doesn't get a pin. It would have been a nice pin if Airstorm was able to get that. Unfortunately, 50B hold down, not the greatest. Magna can't be killed by Airstorm here. Even if he eats damage from Airstorm, Airstorm cannot kill him with 3 in the chamber. Magna's going to go far and take off Airstorm's angle. And I don't think he's going to get shots on Mega D here. Mega D knows he's there now. Airstorm's going to elect to take it, though. Airstorm's going to elect to take it. Does Airstorm get a ram in here, though? Airstorm will have to ram him to kill him. And he does. Now, Airstorm's got to be full shots. Yeah, Airstorm's got him if he pins his shot, and he does. Now, as that happens, Super D goes down, and so does Airstorm. So,
I mean, they traded 2 tanks for a bad chat, you know?
Yeah, and 1 pin on a Chieftain. Unfortunately, I don't think that was a bad play by Airstorm, though, because you might as well take the 1 tank, because either way, Super D's dead. He's already taken damage. You might as well get the bad chat out so they can't use it to map, right?
Yeah,
I don't think
true.
that was a terrible play. I kind of just feel like Super D probably should have did more damage to that Chieftain, I feel like, right? Because that was kind of a 1v1, and Super D, before I knew it, was kind of just dead, but we will see how it plays out. What SYN likes to do here. Not far from over. He got 440 on the clock, so. Gambit spotted getting shot as they cross down. RBRTs coming in. Here comes Kellen. Gonna give
Taquito tracks with his first shot.
Oh, gave him a heater. Kellen just stopped and gave him a fat heater. Fear My Skill's gonna want some of that action. Fear My Skill does not get some of that action. He gets a bounce. Taquito's in a 1v1 against Will.i.am. You never want to be in a 1v1 with a Chieftain with that much health. He does get ammo racked, Taquito, so he'll have to use his repair kit. If he gets ammo racked again, Will.i.am will just be able to sit here and farm. But Taquito did get a big pin on him. Kellen's going to come in just to probably add a little bit of support here. We get a big pin again out of Taquito. We do not. We get a complete miss into the ground. Taquito does get ammo racked, and he loses his engine. Got no repair kit. Fear My Skill finishes it up nice and easily. And you got, it's really just Mega D and Dips trying to hold the line. Dips is out of position. He's got nowhere to go. He's got people coming on his left. He's got people on his right in front of him. He's going to have people on his right, and he is just eating fat heat to the side of his turret because he has his turret turned. Mega D is going to try to get into this window, but against HE, you're still going to take damage. Even whether it's 250, it's still going to be 1-0. Dips does get a nice shot onto Lemur, but too little too late for that one. Mega D's just eating it. Gambit's not getting shot in the back.
Yeah, I mean,
Instead,
if Super D and Airstorm was able to do a little more work on the hill, maybe could have worked out for Decoy. I mean, at the very least, they could have done a little more work and held the time a little longer. But trading 2 tanks for a bad chat and 1 pin on a chieftain just wasn't enough. And
no,
ultimately, I think
I
that's what
mean,
cost them.
they also didn't move up the pressure or spot them coming up the hill, right?
Yeah,
They just assumed they weren't going to do it. So like, it doesn't. It takes a while for a Type 5, especially where Fear My Skill was to get all the way up the hill and come back. But at the end of the day, Will I Am had a big game, waited for his team. Uh, maybe they just assumed like maybe Decoy just assumed they were going to be able to kill Will,
maybe.
and that was going to be it. But at the end of the day, Will spotted him coming up. He was, he didn't get caught. He wasn't looking for shots. The other thing was like Decoy wasn't in a position to even be shot by Will or bait Will to even look anywhere else. Like Magna was in the middle, wasn't really spotting anybody. So Will I Am has nothing to do but watch the backside anyway, right?
It,
If you want to try to make that play, maybe try to make the guy on the hill try to look at somebody, right? But either
not
way, that's all hindsight.
not to mention he put in 5,400. I mean, he had a fat game.
Yeah, well, that you get to that part soon enough, right? I mean, that's just Chieftain DPM and him just pinning shots and giving it to him. But either way, on the side of Decoy Airstorm, who went down relatively early, still kind of their MVP here. He's got 1 kill, 13-11. And then you got Mega D in his IS4, 13-11, same exact damage. Super D in his IS4. Would have liked to see Super D do a little bit more damage to that Chieftain. I don't necessarily expect him to win a 1v1 against the Chieftain, a good player, but still, I'd like to see more damage. I'm just shy of 900. Tokido in his Type 5 Heavy had the one big pin and then hit the ground. 700 out of him. Dips, 700 out of him. Gambit got caught right on that kind of B line. Not able to get any damage out of Gambit. Kind of just got surrounded. That's unfortunate. And the side of SYN is all you.
Yep, over on SYN, Will I Am at the top. Chieftain, 3 kills, 54-35. Just a fat game, honestly. Fear My Skill, Type 5, 1 kill, 28-24. Parko in a Type 5 with 21-99. Kellen in his Type 5 with 1 kill, 19-55. Magna in the Bat Chat, 15-53. And Yukier in his Type, 1 kill, 15-34. I mean, a really good damage spread, too. SYN really played that well, I thought. Looks like we're moving to Decoy's map pick. They haven't picked a map yet. They did ask for the room to be open, so I'm assuming they've got somebody joining. I think it was Latrocity.
Yeah, he was here, and then he kind of left, so I'm sure maybe he just laid out. So we got shout out to Louie. How you doing, Louie? Good to see you again.
King
And
Louis.
Bubba,
Bubba Bup. Say,
Bub.
say that 3 times fast.
He's barking like a dog and trying to get goofy in here.
Decoy's gonna go with steps.
Okay. I mean, you split, since first pick. They played attack very well.
Yeah.
I don't think Decoy can really give them both on steps. Split's fine, but I don't think they want to fall down against SYN. I don't think SYN's a team to fall down against, right?
I mean,
They
let's
seem
be
to get
honest.
better as they play, and they had a little bit of warm up before this. I believe they 4-0'd Raisin.
Oh yeah,
Ryzen.
Raz, I think, or something like that. Yeah. So SYN's been playing a little bit, but to be honest, Decoy doesn't even want to lose around here. They want to take both rounds on their map pick, take it up 3-1.
Well, yeah, obviously in an ideal world. I'm a pessimist. No, I'm saying make sure every Decoy try not to lose both on this, right? Also, the more splits we have, the more likely we have of a longer stream,
For sure.
tiebreaker, right? Yeah.
Um,
Was Bob playing those matches?
Who? Bob? No.
Was Bob? Oh, I'm gonna say Bob's in the room. But I mean, Bob's definitely a starter for Decoy. He plays very well.
Yeah, Bob's a good player. Definitely.
Yeah, Bob's part of the old man crew too. He's a good player.
Definitely part of
Especially for his
Decoy's main
age.
team.
Good to see Bob get in here, Electrocity in here. I mean, ideally you want your team to show up on time, but you take them when you can get them, right? Better late than never, as they say.
Bob had to do Bob things.
Probably. Sometimes you have to do Bob things. Steps, unfortunately, is probably going to be kind of the same as Himmelsdorf. Maybe we'll see a little bit of trade in the first 10 minutes, and then we'll see a little bit of staleness for about 4 minutes, and then we'll see the push and we'll see the action. But I'll tell you, Decoy lets Will.i.am go ham again. It's going to be tough for him, though. I'll tell you that much. So.
Will.i.am was definitely
Yeah, I mean, I'm
going
telling you,
good.
man, that Chieftain's a whole game changer in comp. That thing just does
Well,
so much damage.
he did well fighting IS-4, you know? IS-4 is
Yeah, that's
not the
also
easiest tank to fight.
no, but when you can free kind of like once Airstorm left, you can kind of free poke. The other thing is like the Chieftain's got a huge advantage. Even the IS-4 pins him, he's gonna pop him twice, right? You know, bang bang. So, you know, you're winning that trade every day of the week. Was 326 APCR coming out 5 seconds. So. All right, getting right into steps here. We got SYN, 2 Chieftains, 3 IS-7s, and a Bat Chat. I like that. I'm a big fan of the IS-7. I like seeing a lot of IS-7s there. And on the side of Decoy, we got 2 Chieftains, 2 IS-7s, Bat Chat, and a CS. A little bit more mobility for Decoy here, but they are on defense.
SYN is sending the entire team down the 1-2 here.
Yep. Now, I will say in these rules, 6v6, no Tehran, no Avery, IS-7s across the tracks, super hard to get out, right? You can kind of see now where people will take a Tehran and post it up, and people will take an Avery and kind of put it down low, right?
He's only going to have one over, though. Like, I think Gambit suspects a B push because SYN did not play a light. And they're not going to have a hard time getting an IS-7 out of that north of the track spot with this many heavies.
I don't know if it's worth it though, man, because you have to commit to killing IS-7 here. Is what I'm saying, right?
It's going to depend.
The other thing is that you can view this however you want, right? But they don't have a light, so we'll see how they play this. Decoy does have the option with the 2 medium tanks, where Kellen's not going to be able to fight off 2 medium tanks, regardless of how good he is. So see what they do. But it looks like SYN's coming right out of the gate, and they are stacking up here and looking to give it to its dips. Not a good sign from its dips, bouncing his first shot and taking a shot. I don't think he's playing that well. He's actually showing too much of that little bit of a triangle there in the first thing. Its dips does get a pin there, kind of moving back. Here they come.
Will.i.am is going wild.
Now he's bouncing some shots, going for Magna. They got a whole train of IS-7s just coming for one IS-7. IS-7's bouncing shots everywhere in this match, and they did not do enough damage before they got to its dips. This is not enough damage.
They took the correct route. They stayed hugged up to the hill.
Yeah, no, they did. But at the end of the day, it's not enough damage. But the one thing I will say that I like about Decoy is super proactive of taking the spot, because D3 will stop them from being able to get on the cap. Besides Gambit eats a shot, but Gara does eat it back. It's unfortunate that Decoy wasn't able to get any tank dead there for them, right? But Decoy is trying to trap him here. Now, the only thing about this trap from Decoy is that SYN does have the option to get Kellen to go far around and flank.
Well, Gambit's eating it. Gambit's eating it.
Terrible trade by Gambit right there. Terrible trade, losing half his tank when you're already down a tank. They need to get Airstorm to watch their back. Or it looks like, I don't know, I would like to see Decoy leave. Maybe the CS there kind of with Gambit, right? But they're getting way too proactive here, I think, Decoy. Decoy's just got to leave him in his corner. right? They're losing health left and right. Now they're putting Bob in a corner to kind of cut them from getting behind him. So that's just as effective as putting a guy to cover. If you're going to take away the corner, Garrett does go down from across the map, right? He really should have kind of went the other way and tried to get underneath. Mega D does take him out, but Mega D getting hit by Lemur right there looks like kind of bad poking by Decoy here. I'm going to say I'm a little surprised. Decoy's kind of making these bad pokes and giving health, you know? Trading 2-1-2, not going in Decoy's favor right now. As a, SYN is up one tank and 2,000 HP. The one thing that Decoy does have going for them is that SYN will have to elect to put somebody onto the cap.
Yeah. Yeah, I
Even
mean,
if it's a super spot, they're not going to be able to get an IS-7 out of there.
I think the
Ain't gonna
rotation from
happen.
Decoy was really well, but they did give him some health there.
Yeah, that really hurt them. Like, Gambit
Uh-huh.
wants to be kind of full health, right? Or not, maybe not full health. He did pin a shot, so you at least want to trade evenly, but Bob's got to hold the back line here, and SYN's got to. It's on SYN right now to make the play, right? So Airstorm and Bob, if Airstorm and Bob are in the right spot to cover Gambit, and Bob gets a full clip in, and Airstorm just starts pumping, Pop's food starts pumping, the game is right back. They will get that 200, that 2,000 health right back. Well, now it's 2,500, so I don't know who's lost another 500, but apparently Mega D, limping away, has taken another shot. Most likely on a bad poke. So I gotta say, Gambit's now getting shot. They've allowed a guy to get over here to take this angle on Gambit. This is what they needed to stop, and they have not. They have not stopped it. Like, they kind of needed a guy to get to H2 and take away this ravine. And Gambit is just dead.
Yeah.
Parker will take that trade all day. A tank for getting pinned once. You take that trade every day of the week.
Yeah, SYN did
They
well
do.
getting Gambit out.
Eco did a bad job of stopping them from getting Gambit out too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep. And
Mega
Mega
D took a
D
pin.
just giving too much health away. I think Parker
Super
could
D's
have
coming
actually
across,
killed
is he?
Mega D there.
Yeah, Super D's coming across, and he's going to eat it from Magna.
Airstorm's coming right across the map. They're going to try to take a Super D.
Magna got a track shot.
Yep.
Oh, another pin
Super
coming
D
in, though.
is low.
Mega D
Somebody
goes
just
down.
died. Yep. Super D gets. Oh, he got pinned up top. That was a terrific job by Lemur to leave him up there so his team could shoot him. Airstorm might be able to get Lemur out if he doesn't take any shots from Magna and them over there. But it doesn't matter because Kellen's just going to come off a reload and kill Airstorm anyway.
Oh, Airstorm's not going to get it done here.
No. I think that was bad decision making from Decoy. I like their initial decision to take that side of the map when you counted 6. That was absolutely fantastic. But how they played it after that, not a big fan of.
Yeah,
It's obviously either to stay up here. We say it all the time. It's easy to be up here. I understand that SYN is a terrific team, really, really good team. Hard to do, but they played that very bad.
Yeah, they gave away a lot of health there. I don't know, man.
It wasn't just. I mean, they didn't have enough. They didn't have enough coverage. Gambit was able to get out too easily. Gave too much health. Mega D in the corner kind of. It's a relatively safe spot unless you really overpoke, so to say. Gave away too much health, and it all adds up, right? It all adds up, and what it added up to is them putting 3 people on cap and winning the game.
100%.
Well, that's how that goes. But far from over, we got 2-1 SYN lead right now on the side of Decoy. We got Super D and his Chieftain 2,300 damage. It's dips in his IS-7. Ironically enough, the first guy who got completely YOLO'd is second on the board in damage. Not a good look. 1,800 damage, and then you got Airstorm and his CS 1,550. Bob and his batch at 1,400. Gambit and his IS-7 1,990, and then Mega D, who just had a rough game, maybe he's having problems with it. Then 1 kill, 95 damage. On the side of SYN is all you.
Yeah, over on SYN side, we got will.i.am at the top yet again. Chieftain, 1 kill, 2485. Parco, IS-7, 1 kill, 2166. Yucky are in his IS-7 with 2 kills, 2127, 3,300 assists. Magna in his IS-7 with 1883. Kellen in the bat chat, 1 kill, 1613. And Garrett at the bottom in the Chieftain with 1509.
will.i.am out for blood tonight, boy.
Yeah, he's ready to play.
And I'm pretty positive he's a European player. He's up late.
I mean, to the best of my knowledge, I think Kellen is in I think yuckier might be. The rest
Yeah,
of them are
Kellen,
overseas, right?
Yucky, or Fear My Skill is NA.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I mean, they're half and half. I mean, a lot of teams are half and half. Like the team you play on is kind of, we're not half and half. Like our NA team is primarily NA. It's, besides really tanks, and if Wills decides to show up if he's not sailing around the world, right? But,
Yeah, I mean, you know, Captain Willows.
yeah. But Decoy on the other side, they're all NA. At least his team right here. I actually don't know where Taquito is from. I know Decoy's got some Russians in their clan. They got like one or two, I think, British people, but they are mostly NA. But I mean, that's besides the point.
Yep.
Saturday night. Let's get into it. We're getting right into things. These teams are picking quick tonight. You like to see that in the best of 13. And on the side of Decoy, we got two Chieftains, IS7 Batch at CS, and a T100 LT. So the first time we're seeing a light tank tonight. And on the side of SYN, we got Will I Am as Chieftain, Yucky Lima as Chieftain, Magnet as IS7, and a Batch and two CSs. I just realized I was reading the names there for no reason.
All right, Decoy's light tank. They are going to go to the right side here. Maybe send people down mid. I don't know. We'll see how they play this out here.
SYN could get caught out here if Decoy gets in the right spots.
Bob's going to make it to a spot. Super D might get spotted on cross here.
I mean, Parko is going to be in siege mode. Well, not siege mode, turbo mode, whatever you call it. See, I think the kind of thing is Gambit's kind of using the reverse strategy. Gambit kind of got caught out because they didn't have a light tank. You know. Now Decoy's trying to do the thing, but is Super D in a bad spot here? I don't know.
No, he's good. He's good.
I mean, the only thing that's bad about this is he got spotted, right? The other thing is this CS, it can't play hold down. You get pinned in the face. Not all the time, but you get pinned in the face enough where you don't want to do it. The CS had a better turret. It'd probably be the best tank in the game, though, to be fair, but it does not. Super D is going to elect to creep out and then creep back in, and
okay,
here comes SYN.
He's no longer in a good spot. Yeah,
Here they come. Well, that's the thing. Like, you don't really want to be spotted there, but the thing is, Bob has got to back off this thing. Bob sees him coming. Oh, he rushed kind of shot there into Gearin, but now they know Bob's there. They're kind of hesitating, but no, now they're not hesitating anymore. They're coming in. Kellen, they missed a couple shots on Kellen, which could have been big. And Decoy's shooting all different people, and I don't think Bob's even got enough to kill Kellen. Now he's
Bob's on reload.
Bob has put his shot into like every different person that you could think of.
Decoy is coming in with the heavies.
Gambit's bringing back the heavies. He said, we're not going to lose two tanks for free. Bob's running for his life. Bob is not going to get out with his life. Gira is still there in the CS to free farm. Do they get Parko? Does Gambit get Parko?
Oh, a low roll.
Does not get Parko. Now Gambit's making a turnaround, a U-turn for whatever reason, getting shot by Parko now because he didn't die. Kellen is off to the races, going to the left. If Kellen is able to live here, no, Airstorm's on top of him, but he's shooting the ground. Another missed shot. I posted his teammate that it should have been him. Gira does go down, but Mega D goes down. Now Gambit's in a 1v1 with Lemur. He'll have to get help from Airstorm. Airstorm really
he's not going to get it.
That first shot.
Gambit's going to go down here.
Yeah, well, you can't. Yeah, he's in a worse spot. Now, Airstorm is 1v1 and IS7. Magna gets a pin into Airstorm. Dips is in the middle of nowhere because he's going to get farmed by Lemur, and that is going to leave Airstorm. And that will wrap this up very, very quickly.
Well,
just kind of like they missed a couple shots on Kellen, and Bob kind of put his shots into all kind of different tanks. And then you kind of had Kellen on reload still alive. And SYN was able to get their heavies there before they were able to kill anybody.
Yeah, that was a little sloppy on Decoy's part. I really do believe that.
I mean,
like, I don't think they expected that coming, though.
No, but I mean, long story short, 6v6 brawl, which was kind of a brawl, to be honest with you. Light tank hurts you, period, right?
Yeah.
Super D's not going to do a lot before he dies. He's only able to two shots. Even though Bob pinned his shots, you need to take as many tanks out so the X number of tanks aren't shooting you back, right? And Mega D just not able to really get in position to help him either. By the time Gambit got there, he was able to do what he could, but just it looked like they were a little bit lost, honestly, in that brawl situation, trade situation. focus fire situation. SYN was just better. That's just the gist of it, right? And the thing that I said Decoy didn't want to happen has just happened. But either
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
on the side of Decoy, it's dips in his IS-7, one kill, just over 1,600 damage. Bob in his bat chat did go 4 for 5, which is very, very good in a bat chat, but just not enough at the end of the day. Just shy of 1,600 damage there. Gamblu came in with his IS-7, just shy of 1,500 damage. Super D and his CS, who was first on the chopping block, just shy of 800 damage. And Mega D was able to get one kill, but only 750 out of him. And Airstorm and his light tank did eventually get Kellen, but a lot of kind of missed shots. Kind of got caught out then with Magna. Really just nowhere to go, trying to brawl on the light tank. Not enough out of him, just a one kill, 340. That
Yep.
side of SYN is going to be all you.
Yeah, SYN, we've got Yuckier at the top. Chieftain, 2 kills, 2790. Kellen, Bad Chat, 1 kill, 2295. Parco CS, 1 kill, 2180. Magna, IS7 with 1963. Gira in his CS with 1590. And Will, which had to drive all the way across the map, 2 kills, 1482. All right, so we're going to move on. It is SYN's map pick, but after every round, I think they get to do like bands again. It's really weird. Like half the season of GTL or the majority of the season, no teams were playing by the rules, and then all of a sudden a team plays by the rules the other day, and everybody's like, "Whoa, that's a rule!" So we're gonna get multiple bans tonight, and Decoy's gonna ban Ghost Town.
They said Tokido is a Brit. Like I said, I think Decoy does have a few British people in their clan, but either way, it's just to the point. The only thing that went well for Decoy on that side is that Will.i.am did it was on the bottom. Maybe he's cooling off, but I think Decoy you can't. You gotta at least split this map. If this is a tool the other way. Now I think the unfortunate part by Decoys watching SYN play, they are big on mines nowadays, and they guard that hill very, very well, and they are pretty methodical how they play this. Mines is a small map. They're very good at trading. They're very good at making their tanks very expensive. They're very strong on mines. So Gambit's got to come up with something here and catch them off guard and get some wins.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. We just don't ever know really what to expect out of SYN on mines. I think I've seen them play it. I think 3 times. And if I remember correctly, all 3 was played differently.
Yeah, well, I mean they've been very unpredictable as of late, but that's also what makes you very good, right? I mean, I think being unpredictable is a super advantage. Like you saw on steps right there, like Gambit Skull, they don't have a light tank that must be going to be, right? Or at least that's how he set up. I mean, I have no idea what he was actually thinking, but and then what do? They go where you don't think they're gonna be, right? And what does that lead to? Them Decoy only putting one IS-7 over tracks and an easy win, so to say, right? So last time like I watched SYN when they were playing Decoy, I was like, there's no way they're gonna reverse push the hill. They probably won't do that. It's not worth the risk. What did they do on defense? They reverse push the hill, right? Well, they didn't reverse push the hill. They just pushed the hill, right? So
Yeah, they
that's
just
credit
straight
to
out took
SYN.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, not. It's super hard to play against somebody when you're not sure of, or at least have an idea of what they're going to do, and then when you start second guessing yourself or second guessing what they're going to do, it makes everything on your side slower, right? Not ideal. And I would say 6v6, you see less teams bringing a light tank, so being unpredictable 6v6 is probably even a stronger advantage because the other team isn't scouting you as well, right? And that's my 2 cents on that. And it looks like Decoy has elected to just, they got 6 guys in the lobby. Everybody else has probably gone to bed. Big match here for Decoy, no two ways about it. We're getting right into it, though. So, On the side of Decoy, we got 2 Chieftains IS7 and 3 CSs, and on the side of SYN, we got 2 IS7s, a 50B, a Bat Chat, and 2 CSs. So both teams can fight the hill. I mean, Decoy could go up there with the 3 CSs and have the Chieftains and the IS7 get in there too. SYN also with the Bat Chat and the 50B. Go over there. I actually thought they were reverse map, but they're not going to. They're going to take the 50B and put them in patent spot in the back. Looks like Kellen's going to go. I don't know if he's going to go the 1. He is going to go the 1. It looks like here is probably going to go the 1 too. So SYN, are they going to leave Parco here? Yeah, Parco's going to stay there. So they're going to put 2 on the 1 with Parco kind of covering his CS. And Magna is going to go down here to G4. And they're going to leave Will.i.am
Magna
underneath the hill.
Magna outspotted Airstorm. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's the angle. It also could have been Will Proxy, and I don't know.
It may be, yeah.
Looks
I
like
don't know.
Decoy's going to go for blind fires on Lemur. I mean, most teams have been using this spot. This is actually a spot that I play for Captain Sailor. So it's also a super hard spot to blind fire, too. It's a weird angle if you're actually looking for your scope. But they've let Magna go right across. I actually really like how aggressive Magna's
He
being
drove
right
straight
here with
across
Garrett
the open, man.
Yeah,
It was
he's
wild.
going. But, I mean, he had the intel to do so, right?
Yeah.
IS7, like the thing is, man, like IS7s, this is one thing that SYN does very well. They'll shove IS7s kind of in your face for vision and kind of be roadblocks, so to say, right? And unfortunately, going through IS7s as roadblocks, you eat so much damage, you know.
Bob giving
Bob
Yekir
is,
some shots here.
yeah, right through the turret, probably in a 50B. 50B is pretty good back there. The APCR will go through the turret of a CS pretty reliably, actually, so they're going to try to get some blind fires back into them. And Decoy's in a position where they're going to have to, yeah, they control the hill, and yeah, they got dips in the spot, and they do have A4, but they're going to have to decide where they want to go. Now, with there being no Sturm, and with there only being Yucker in the back, even though it looks like they're rotating his CS back, so it looks like they're going to bring, oh no, they're bringing a Bat Chat all the way back, they're going to leave Gera there, and Magna push up Parko's in his spot, even though they do have a Bat Chat here. It's in Decoy's best interest to play A, because in order for them to play B, they would have to go through Magna, and they would have to eat Gera's pumping. Gera would just pump him, right, as Parko would pump him, and then they would have to kill Gera, right, and then they would have to play B. So their best interest right now is because they can't reset A with HE, and SYN has no Type 5 heavies, or really nothing in the back that can kind of get there and splash this rock. Decoy's best play is to play this rock at A, in my opinion. But they don't have to rush it, right? But at the end of the day, SYN's not giving them any lick of hell all night. Nah, and Dips is even taking a little bit of damage. It looks like he got pinned by the Bat Chat, too.
I think he did, yeah. I think Kellen got a pin on him.
Not ideal. You don't want to be getting hit by a Bat Chat that far away in an IS7.
He took another shot from the CS. Maybe it was Parco that gave him the first one. I'm not sure, but he definitely gave him the second one.
Either way, you don't want to be giving it. So, like, I would say in this position, the longer Gambit waits, if he keeps bleeding, even though it's a little bit, on attack, the more health you bleed, the easier it is for the other team to defense, right? So they also only have one guy, Will.i.am, underneath the hill, so they won't spot them even going to A-cap. So I would say they got to make a play here. All right.
CSs
like
are coming off the hill.
Coming down. Yeah. Now, I'm assuming that Kellen shot at Dip, so Decoy should have an idea that he's back.
Bob took damage coming off the hill. It was like 280, so enough to equal basically a pin.
Yeah, that's okay. The other thing is, like, I always see this, like, even we did this the other day, like, nobody's going to spot you if you go the other way once Will goes down. Like, you don't have to go off that spot. It looks like they're going to take Bob and put him in A4 and put Airstorm in the thing, so A4 is more safer spot.
Or they're just going to push something here.
No, where are they going? Kind of interesting that they're going this way. It looks like we got miscommunication over here.
Yeah, not real sure.
You know, maybe they're trying to set up a trap. I don't know. I
I don't either.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't understand this, but maybe it's my small brain.
No, I mean,
Because if you're gonna leave a guy here, why not leave another guy at A4?
they have to know that Magna's over there.
Big Dog in the chat. Hello, Big Dog. Hopefully you're having a good day out there. Living your life. 4:50 on the clock. Decoy's got to do something. Make it happen. We got a bunch of pings coming out. Don't remember which side I'm on. I believe I'm on the Decoy side. But at the end
I'm
of the day,
seeing the same
don't
pings.
mean anything.
Yeah, I think we see
Yeah.
all the pings when we're spectator now.
No, I don't think you do.
I have 100% seen both teams ping.
All right, well, here we got cap pressure coming out of Super D. Nobody covering him in the corner, and the CS is setting a trap.
Yeah.
Now, the only thing, now this is either, the way Decoy is set up right here, either makes you look like a genius or makes you look like the opposite of a genius. Because if that little kind of CS trap doesn't work, then you really just have nobody covering Super D. So, like, SYN's play, even though obviously they don't know this, it's just to go kill Super D. They just kill Super D, the game's over.
I mean, Will.i.am's he's gonna peek.
Somebody's
Dip is
bleeding
given.
again.
Dip gave more.
He's just donating HP to the SYN Foundation here.
Oh, they're gonna push. The CSs are coming down the one.
We'll see how this plays out.
I mean, Gear's getting out of there.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
They
gonna bounce your initial. Magnus just gonna dip off the rock. Magnus just gonna dip off the rock. He's gonna shoot him and then dip off the rock too. Yeah, he's gonna shoot him. Gets track, doesn't even take any damage. Storm's just dead. Will.i.am does take some damage. Magna finally takes some damage. Bob takes damage in return. Airstorm dies. They don't get any damage on Gara. They don't kill Magna.
They're pushing Super D out too.
Yeah, this is the play because now Kellen knows that the CSs are over there. Super D's got more armor on obviously the backside of his tank. He's just bouncing shots. Kellen kind of missing some shots, but he gets him one shot for Will.i.am. Now Super D can kill him if he gets his reload off. We'll see who's got food. This is going to be super, super close whether Super D lives
Super
or
D
dies.
popped food, but he didn't get it.
Yep, he does not. Parker's going to come in. I hate to say it, don't understand it. I think Decoy is trying too hard. I think they were trying to catch Gara on a rotation. They were hoping Magna was going to rotate out, and they were going to be able to get down there and then shoot them all in the back as they were rotating to A. But at the end of the day, there's no Storm Tiger. They have to commit to the A cap, right? Like they have to, right? You can hold the hill like we saw Will.i.am even on the thing. Like the Chieftains are so good at holding hills. Right, I mean, just holding, right, with 2,300 HP and how fast the reload is. You know Kellen's bad there because he shot Dips. Dips give away too much of his health. Like, if they have to YOLO the 50B in the bad chat, even if they kill the guy on the cap, you're going to kill the 50B in the bad chat, right? And you don't have to go and try to fight
bounce coming
Magna.
in on the CS.
Yeah, like, you don't have to fight Magna or Parco in K3. You don't have to fight those spots. But instead, you let Parco do the most damage because you're just going into his gun. So, and ironically enough, the guy that went on the cap did the most damage.
That's not good.
I don't know. I'm gonna chalk that up to whatever, but it is what it is. So on the side of Decoy, we got Super D in his CS, 2150. We got Mega D in his Chieftain, 1650. We got Bob in his CS, just shy of 1100. Dips in his IS7, just over 900. And then Airstorm in his CS. Looks like he only got one pin, 314 just into the IS7. And Gambit only able to get one pin too. And I don't even, that might have been even a Hesh.
Yeah, I think it was.
Kind of shot for 286 on the side of SYN is all you.
Yeah, Parco at the top, CS 38-25. Pretty good game there. Kellen, Batchat, 1 kill, 29-21. Magna in the IS7 with 1 kill, 2005. Will, IS7 with 1 kill, 1586. Gear in the CS with 2 kills, 1564. And Yuckier chilling in the back, cooking some hot dogs, 50B, 1 kill, 806.
Yeah, but that's his job.
Oh,
As far as
100%.
London Broiler goes, Lewis, I got a fat one. I got a big stack of London Broilers on sale actually like a week ago. Double package. You had to wait in your own separate line to get them, but I got them. Cook those bad boys up hopefully this week. Big steak guy. I'm a big steak guy. Big steak and chicken guy.
Yeah, my wife likes steak. I'm more of a pork chop guy.
You barely even have pork chops.
I love
Even I
pork
know
chop.
that.
I had
We
pork
get to see
chop
what
last
you eat on
night.
stream. Or maybe you're going back. Nah, I mean, London broil is not the best steak. It's really not. It's a little bit more chewy. It's a little bit more chewy, but the thing that London broil has got going for it, it's just the cheapest, right? So you get a good sale on London broil, you get some decent steaks for a decent price nowadays, right? I mean, it's not like it used to be 10 years ago. Everything's up in money. Cows are just dying out there. God only knows.
Save the
Fires
cows.
killing cows. Somebody's got to save the cows, man. Save the cows, save the chickens. All right? I mean, joke's on you people. When I'm gone, you're all going to be eating veggie burgers. Well, see how it plays out.
I seen a picture of one of those the other day, and I don't know. I couldn't decide whether I was grossed out or just mesmerized because
No,
it
I mean
looked like a
they
burger.
don't look bad. They don't look bad.
Yeah, it looked like a normal burger.
But the biting into it's a different story.
Yeah, I wasn't going
I
that far.
tried one.
Nah, I'm not doing
I
that.
tried one of those veggie burgers because they were like on a super sale, right? So I got like a little 2-pack. They're terrible.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
They're terrible, man. They're just absolutely terrible. But either way, just don't do it. I mean, I'm not, people want to be vegan, whatever you want to be, rock on, whatever.
Yeah, do
But
you? Yeah.
my opinion, absolutely terrible. But either way, on the side of SYN, we got a Chieftain, 2 IS7s, Bat Chat, 2 CSs. On the side of DECOY, we got a Chieftain, 2 Type 5s, Bat Chat, 2 CS. I'm going to be honest with you. This is a must-win for DECOY. I can't see them coming back if they drop this one. They got to stop. They're trying too hard. It looks, like I don't know.
Kellen didn't spot the cross, and they didn't spot Kellen. They're
that's good for DECOY. You ever kind of
they're
play
probably
baseball
about
and grip
to.
the bat
Okay,
too
they got
hard?
the heavy spotted. They're gonna have a little farm here.
Yeah. Oh, we get some damage in from DECOY.
A fire,
We got
nice.
a fire, and Mega D donating to the fund again.
Yeah, this is good for DECOY. Oh, this may not be good for DECOY.
No, they got him out. They got will.i.am out, and considering all the damage will.i.am's been doing, that's a good guy to get out.
They are pushing the hill. This is perfect.
Oh, this is a good play by DECOY right here. Super D coming in with his Type 5 heavy, shooting the baby gun.
Oh, Mega D ate it.
Mega D went back instead of going in, and the only problem with Mega D doing that, look who he blocked.
Yeah, he blocked his other type.
The Bob Man. He blocked the Bob Man. Gambit coming in with a Bat Chat. I have never seen Gambit play a Bat Chat before. Just lost half his health. Gets shot by Parko and shoots the sky, unfortunately. That's kind of when your reticle goes crazy when you get tracked, and Parko just leaves. So Gambit went up there to go kill Parko and lost about 1350 doing so. Not even to kill him. But on the flip side of that, they do have a tank. They are up about 1400 HP. So you're up a tank, up to 1400 HP. Would have been nice to see Gambit keep his thing, but SYN plays that hill very well. Parko able to get out, but DECOY's got map control and got them pinned, right? Unfortunate, Gambit losing that health and Mega D blocking Bob, but maybe Bob wasn't going to go up anyway. So this isn't the ball of DECOY right now, in my opinion, right? SYN's got to make a play because they're on attack and they are not in great positions to make a play.
No, they're not. Definitely not.
They only got 4 tanks, and
but I mean,
2 of them, 3 of them. There is no.
There's really not a lot they could do. Yeah.
I mean, if Gambit didn't take those shots, you can make the argument this one's done. But if Gambit makes a mistake and gives them a tank, or they get a high roll, right? We have the 2 IS7s and they're able to take Gambit out. The other thing is that, like, the Bat Chat. The thing about another thing that DECOY's got going in their favor is that DECOY's got 2 Type 5 heavies and SYN's got 2 IS7s and a Bat Chat and a CS. IS7s and a Bat Chat are going to have trouble pinning a Type 5 heavy, right? Regardless of how good you are, in my opinion, you're going to still have trouble pinning that tank. it's not ideal. Maybe the bad chat loads heaters, get some pins in there, right? But IS7s will struggle against a Type 5 heavy played by good players in it. So we'll see how this one goes. But we got, SYN's up 4-1. Not the end of the world, but DECOY needs this one. Let's see what SYN likes to do here.
I mean, really, they're doing the only thing they can do.
Yeah, they are. Airstorm's got a good,
Yeah, he's got
good
a
beat
good
on
farm.
Magni here, unspotted. Well, it's only good farm if you pin, but he does. Yeah, man, he's in a tough spot, but I think he's going to try to make a shield for Lemur. Oh, no, he's coming. No, honestly, I don't know.
Well, Gambit took a
Gambit gets
pin.
shot. I don't even know how he got that shot. Super D takes a pin. Magni No Man's a dip takes a pin. Airstorm bounces a shot, gives a pin back. What Super D's looking for something, and it looks like he just found the rock right in front of him. Yeah, Lemur's kind of just dead here to Airstorm, unfortunately. But Magnus
Maybe.
also dead to the rest of the team. But I mean, at the end of the day, oh, here comes Kellen. Gambit's got no idea this is coming. Super D doesn't know what's coming either.
He's gonna get Super D out here.
Yeah, and he'll have 2 shots to finish off. Oh, he's on reload? What?
That's not good.
Oh. Alright, he goes down. But I mean, hey, listen. I mean, that's kind of how mines kind of goes sometimes, right? You kind of get caught off right away, and the match is kind of in a position where it's going to be super, super hard to win anyway. SYN's in a position where that's not a big deal to them, right? You take it. They tried to make a play.
Yeah,
To be honest
it
with
is
you,
what it is.
It worked out better than I thought it was going to.
It was getting a little hairy. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. SYN just kind of got caught. DECOY had a couple of tanks that got some good shots in early there. I mean, that fire really helped them out a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it would have got me either way. I think they caught him out. Right. We get right in here on the side of DECOY. We got its dips in the CS, 2 kills, just shy of 4,500 damage. So the biggest game out of anybody's had on DECOY.
Yep.
Dips coming through there. Airstorm in the CS, 1 kill, 2,800 damage. Super Dean is Type 5 heavy, 1 kill, just shy of 1,800 damage. Megadine is Chieftain, 1,600 damage. Gambit in his bad chap, 1 kill, 1,200 damage. And Bob in his Type 5 heavy got blocked from going where he wanted to go, I believe. 1,000
100%.
damage, 1 kill. But all around, good game. Like those CS's got that all the damage, and Airstorm was really able to pump, and he's able to pump Lemur, so he's really in the right spots. But Dip's doing work, but everybody else full around contributing right there.
Yep. Over on
Besides
SYN side,
Symboliu.
we got Kellen in the top in the bad chat, which got a crazy pin on Gambit that I did not see coming. 1 kill, 2941. Parco CS, 2 kills, 2657. Magna in the IS with 2337. Gear in the CS with 1128. Yuckier in the IS7 with 469. And Will I Am in the Chieftain, 0 damage. Unfortunate. So we're going to go to DECOY's map pick. Now we get another ban out of SYN, and that's going to be Mali. So Malinofka, SYN is going to ban that. And we're just waiting on DECOY's map pick. And while they're doing that, I will be right back.
Yeah, Decoy's map access is big for them. They need to go on a map that if they were saving a map for a little bit later on, if they thought the game was going to be closer, I think they need to take it now, right? Gotta try to tie this up, right? It's like SYN's down to 6 now. Who do we lose from SYN? Oh, Magna. Maybe Magna disconnected there. Probably get him back in. There he is. He's back. Sand River.
All right, had to take me a little restroom break.
There you go.
All right, so yeah, looks like Decoy's picking sand, huh?
I will say this. I think out of all the maps, defense and attack, I feel like Decoys, this is probably their best map. I would say Himmel's Attack is maybe the best side of the map, but I would say Sand River, in my opinion, at least playing against my perspective, Sand River is their best map. So I think that if they were saving this one for a little bit later to try to get one over on Sin, they're picking it now to try to tie this up. And I do like the move. I feel like they play this well. On the flip side, Sin River become a kind of individual trading map,
Yeah.
vision map, and that's kind of in Sin's ballpark of what they're good at too, though, right? So,
Yeah, I was
see
gonna
how it
say,
plays
like,
out.
I think Sin trade's pretty good, right? They're pretty good at not giving you.
They probably trade better than anybody in the
Yeah, like they're good at not giving you anything and taking a lot from you. And then I've seen a lot where they'll give you a tank to shoot, and then their whole team will punish everybody for shooting that one guy. I mean, they're good at that.
No, I mean they're good at fast rotating back, right? Once they see the gets up. I mean, it's all a vision game. See how this plays out? I mean, like I said, I think Decoy is very strong on this map. I mean, I think Decoy and Sin have, in a weird way, similar philosophy of how they play, right? And I think that can kind of hurt Decoy in a sense when they try to play their own game of he's been playing a little bit longer. But either way, on the side of Sin, we got 2 Chieftains, IS7, 2 Badge Hats, and a CS. On the side of Decoy, we got 3 Chieftains, IS7, and 2 Badge Hats. So Decoy is going to be defending right here, and we got Sin attacking on Sand River. Decoy's map pick. All right, so Magna typically going up. They got 2 Badge Hats there. Maybe going to try to punish Magna, but it looks like he's a little bit farther to the left. He's going to take a little bit of safer routes. They probably won't get anything out of him. Well, I am going at 5, and Sin sending 3 mediums over here to the K line, and they have Yucky Lima right away in the E1 spot. Very, very strong spot. You can't really do anything there but stop them from pushing the backside, but sometimes that's all you need. Magna in a little bit of an interesting spot. So Bob and Airstorm with the Batch Hats right away there to A8, not able to get any punish on. Gambit's going to move up. Airstorm's going to keep the vision on the A line. Mega D's going to hold the ball. Super D is going to guard dips in his IS7. Been noticing that a lot of people electing not to put K0 in lately and just kind of stick it in IS7 there.
Yeah, yeah.
IS7's probably the hardest thing to do. Like,
How
hardest
did
thing
he
to kill is
get?
probably
Did
an
he just
IS7.
blind fire Gambit? I don't.
Yeah, probably.
I guess that was the chieftain. Okay, I guess I was confused. I thought the baddie. I thought
It
Kellen
was an
flung a
HE
shot.
round.
Gambit spotted here. Lights
Oh, we got a
Magna.
fire. Gambit spotted too. Now Airstorm's got farm here. Magna had to use a repair kit. Airstorm bouncing shots though. ISM obviously said a hard time to defend. Gambit's moving up. I don't know if this is either going to be a really, really good play. Mega D with kind of a bad poke, but does give it back to Will.i.am, so we can exchange that as not a bad poke now. We can take that back. Magna in a bad spot. He's getting hit, it looks like, by the
Yeah,
ISM
Super
on the
D.
bottom. But
No,
as
Super D's getting him.
all right. Good shots by Super D. Will.i.am takes a little bit of damage. They're coming after dips, and I think this is what Decoy wants. Gare is not coming after dips either. He's not there yet. So I think you need to get Gare there. Garrett's trying to kind of snipe patches, it looks like, on Mega D. Not working out. Garrett's got to get there with them. They don't know they're here yet. This little ravine does provide you kind of a cloak of being spotted. So, but you're going to be trying to get it out on IS-7. They're going to have to go to H0 to counter Super D doing any damage to him. Mega D with kind of a bad poke. Garrett kind of hit that. Looks like on the move. Kind of
Nah, he
Mega D
stopped.
poking, not the best. Oh well, either way. I mean, he definitely probably wasn't fully aimed in.
No.
I'm gonna that. No. Okay, we go 2 bad chats. They're gonna go right to H0. Or what are they gonna do? No. They're going for a drive over here, and I kind of like this play. Interesting. They're gonna try to kill him from here, but I think Super D can shoot them from here. Kellen gets spotted. Park will get spotted. What are they gonna do? They're gonna eat a little bit of damage. Parko's gonna bounce, get shot twice. IS-7 cheats and hit him, so and he's pretty much half dead.
I actually think they
Unfortunate. I would
thought
have liked to see them go to 8.
I think they thought a
Magnet takes
tank was
another shot
there.
from Sude. Well, see, the thing that's interesting about this spot over here, Magnet doesn't end up dying, is that if you're not up against the little brim here, you don't get proxy spotted from where Kellen was, right?
Yeah.
So if you kind of go where that rock is, you're in a distance where you're not being proxy spotted. Since they don't have a line of sight, you don't get spotted, right? That's happened to me more times than I like to admit. Like, you think I would be smarter because I played the game forever and I commentate and I call, right? But I'm the guy who's gone there, been like, oh, nobody's here, go. And then all of a sudden the guy pops up there, right? But SYN's down over 3,000 hit points, and they're down a tank, and they're attacking. Not quite sure where Airstorm's going or how Lucky Demon's taking a little bit of damage, but Gambit's lost half his tank. Airstorm's in a ravine. Will.i.am is half health. And SYN doesn't really have an opportunity to kind of go anywhere. Pargo's also taking another shot on the other side, so.
Yeah, Decoy's really got some good positions here.
Yeah, well, they're pushing up and taking the map away, and I think this is what they struggle with a little bit early in the series, right? You know, you want to force your advantage, and it's tough to do. It's tough to force an advantage because you need everybody to get on the same page and be able to take angles, right? But you want to keep the pressure on the other team, so to say, right? You want to dictate the pace, right? But it's also, anytime you play in this, you always get the response, but we're on defense. We don't have to do anything. But sometimes it's better to be proactive if you have an advantage and you can push an advantage. Like, you got a tank advantage, 3,000 HP advantage. You want to keep pushing it, right? In an ideal world. But the problem is Gambit can't push this, right? Like, Lemur's just going to shut him down. Bob's going to have to come over here to cover Gambit to make sure that he can't be clipped by Kellen. Will.i.am looks like he's taking another shot. Parko's still alive in his bat chat, so the gun's still going. Mega D a little bit over half health, but DECOY's sitting pretty well here with 4 minutes on the clock. Their play is probably going to be to kill Gambit. I really would have liked to see Bob at least be able to get a clip when they go to kill Gambit. If they decide to go kill Gambit, it would have been nice to see Bob get a clip.
Yeah, they're going to
and
go
kinda
kill him now.
Somewhere else and reload. Yeah, but DECOY should have Gambit covered because
Bob is coming back.
Gambit should know that he's their kill. Yeah, but he was already there, right? Like, DECOY should know that he's the kill, right? Like, where else are they going to go? And Gambit is going to be dead. Only gets 1 pin off, and they get no damage out of that, and they lose a tank. So that's an advantage right there to SYN, even though they're still down. Parko ends up dying on the other side of the map. No idea how, but he does go down. Bob's out of there. So, losing Gambit for nothing, I think it was a mistake, but they were able to get Parko. They're still sitting pretty nice. Oh yeah, the sun on Sand River is not ideal.
Yeah, it's horrible, especially when you're spectating and you're trying to look that direction.
Yeah, it's not ideal, but hey, it's the desert, man, and that's what's in the desert. So SYN kind of making their last effort here.
They have time to make this work.
Yeah, I mean, it's down 3,400 HP. I mean, it's tougher on attack. Bob, he's got a repair kit, gets out of there. Be able to ammo Costa Gear, but Bob taking some unnecessary damage there. He's probably only got 3 in the chamber. He might even go for a reload.
Somebody died. Oh, Will.i.am. Okay.
Yeah. they were able to kind of pinch him out. Mega D able to ammo him. So now Gira should be out of repair kit and be ammo racked for at least 30 seconds here. Right? With 2 minutes on the clock, you don't think, 30 seconds is a big deal. With 2 minutes on the clock, it can be, right? Mega D looks like he's going to go kind of into this little cubby hole over here. Bob misses a shot. Dips is closing the gap. Super D's closing the gap. So I do like how Decoy is constantly making SYN play, and it's working to their advantage. So with it, Decoy making it a battle here. They're able to take this round. Looks like Dips and Super D. Gara's still ammo racked. This is what I'm talking about. Instead of him being able to farm, they're letting Super D just eating a whole clip from Kellen. Does Kellen kill him?
But
No, he
Yuckier
doesn't have
does.
to. Lemur does. Yeah, but the other thing is, I mean, they are going to kill Kellen with Gara being ammo racked up there. He's not really going to be able to help him. Airstorm kind of rams him. Bob takes him out. Megadina 1v1. Gambit, well, I don't know who that is over there. Oh, it's Dip. Should be able to get Lemur here on his IS-7. He does. And just leaves Ghost to Gara. He's going to be kind of surrounded here. Does get his ammo rack back. Might be able to take out Mega D. Not able to. Wouldn't have mattered anyway. So on the side of Decoy, and Dad's going to make it 4-3. So big win for Decoy. Side of Decoy, we got Mega D and his Chieftain holding the ball, 2,800 damage. Super D and his Chieftain, 1 kill, just shy of 2,600 damage. That's been a couple times we've had both the D's up on the top of Decoy.
Yeah.
And then we got Dips in his eye, 2 kills, 2,500 damage, doing a really good job of not getting proxy spotted right there. It kind of blew up SYN's kind of whole plan, in my opinion, as they were going. Then you got Airstorm's batch at 2 kills, 1,850. Gambit and Chieftain 1 kill, 1,700, and then Bob and his batch. And I would have really liked to see them try to get Bob. Kind of felt like his position was off there mid game, but either way, he was
Yeah,
able
it
to get
worked
just
out
shy
for
of
him.
1,200. Yeah, just shy of 1,200 damage. Yeah, they had such an advantage, but everybody on Decoy contributing there on defense. And outside of SYN is all you.
Yeah, and over on SYN, we've got Yuckier at the top, Chieftain. 1 kill, 2981. Not a bad game. Kellen in his bat chat with 1 kill, 2459. Gira in the CS with 2164. Will I Am in the Chieftain with 1058. Magna in the IS-7 with 404. He had a rough start there. And then Parco in the bat chat with 373. So they'll get the sides swapped and we'll be ready to go. Decoy bringing it back in here. I mean, score 4-3 at a best of 13 is not bad.
No. We'll see. See how this one plays out. Decoy maybe got a little bit of momentum, see if they can keep it going. Maybe with SYN having some EU players, maybe time factors in a little bit. The longer this goes, the later it gets for them, They don't know their schedules, their lifestyles, but
Yeah, I mean, it's like, what, 2:30 in the EU?
well, it depends on the EU where you are, but yes.
Yeah.
It's always 5 to 6 hours, 7, and then if you live in Russia, it's a lot of hours.
Yeah, just a whole bunch.
Yeah. Russia's a big place, man. Russia is a big place. Just waiting on Gambit here himself to pick a tank. Go, Gambit. And Gambit's got a Chieftain in, and we should be ready to launch. Teams are going very fast tonight. Definitely appreciate it for the viewers and me.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, it's going good.
So on the side of Decoy, we got 2 Chieftains, 2 Bad Chats, 2 CSs, and on the side of SYN, we got 2 Chieftains, 2 IS-7s, a Bad Chat, and a CS. I will say this is a big round, I would say, for Decoy. If Decoy can win this, they've just completely evened it up. If SYN can win this, they're going to take a 5-3 lead. So this is a big map, 5-3 lead, 2 more wins. The other team's going to win 4. The other thing is Sin's got map pick next time, so
Decoy's going strong for the K line.
yeah, it looks like they are. But Sin kind of did this too.
I
Kind of
mean,
interesting to see a team not put anybody underneath B. Sin
well,
wouldn't have had anybody really to punish that either.
I would have liked to have seen Decoy left somebody back around like E1 too. I mean, Gamut's going to stay up in the dunes and watch the back.
Yeah, but if they're planning on playing this side, they don't necessarily have to. One thing that Decoy does very well is that as they push, you leave a guy to cover the spots that hits the push. But the other thing about this, right, is that yeah, you have Madden and K0. You don't have anybody kind of in the spot that Dips was, and you just have a CS back here. The CS is moving up. And what Decoy did last time is they pushed right to H0 and they left the guy to clip the guy that poked from K0, right? So they went to H0 and left the guy to poke from H. They did a lot better than we've done in scrims because we're 0 for 2 with that strat. But it looks like Decoy doesn't have the vision and they're kind of waiting and Airstorm's leaving.
The Hesh trades are going in the favor of SYN here.
Yeah, but that's not. Oh! Gear's got a line on Mega D. Needs to be on the other side of the brim here. Oh, now Dips is turning and going the other way. Decoy's got to get their guys together. Now Dips is spotted. And he
Takes
takes
a good
shot
hit.
from Gear. That's a good shot. And Gira bounces a shot from Super D. Another good shot, just wasn't able to get in there. Now you got a CS trapped in the ravine. You got 4 tanks from Decoy trapped in the ravine. This is not where they want to be. Will.i.am is closing the gap to try to pin him here. Kellen's even coming down. Sin taking initiative to pin him down here. Magna does take a shot from Bob because Bob's up there. But now Decoy is going to try to make this play through the middle and try to get Gira out. But the problem is Gambit's getting spotted because Gira's high poking that. And they got nobody shoot Gira. Mega D needs to get his tank to kind of shoot Gira instead of looking the other way. They need to back Gira down so they can do it on spotted because if they cross this gap and Lemur's able to hit him, there'll be a little bit of damage and Kellen knows the jig's up. Now Decoy knows the jig is up and they're not going to even try to make that play and eat that damage. You're going to actually leave. This could work out for them. I would say that Sin did that very quickly. Bob does get another shot into Magna over there, but Sin did that very quickly. They're seeing Gambit leave. That's huge. That's huge seeing Gambit leave. This is Sin really applying vision on the Bob taking some punish back. That play just did not work out for Decoy, and I'm going to be honest with you, that was great rotations and great vision by Sin.
Yeah, I mean, they got the knowledge on Gambit leaving and Kellen's out of there.
I mean, that
Kellen's
was
going back north.
really, that is one thing that I think people don't understand about Gira's spot. You can spot that line from where Gira is if he gets up high, right? A lot of people don't like to be up high. They're going to say, oh, I'm just camping here, la, 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 la. But he took the initiative to provide that line. Now, the ironic part, if Decoy would have did that right away when Gira was rotating there, it probably would have worked. They could have kept Magna down and killed that guy and played that side of the map. But now they're going to go into an IS-7 and Lemur. And on top of that, Kellen's already back. Will.i.am's coming back. And I don't see this working out for Decoy. Lemur is spotted, but he should know where he's getting spotted from unless he thinks the guy is still an F5, but he should know that the guy's not going to spot him there. Now Dips is spotted. Dips does good one into him, but... Oh, Dips gets another one. Good playing by Dips. Good training by Dips. Tough spot for a CS to play against the Chieftain, but he's making it work. Super D's going to try to get this rotation, and he should get spotted right about now, but he does not. Line shot comes in because he knew he got spotted. A good shot.
Gambit takes one.
Shot into Gambit. Yeah. But see, now the problem is here. Oh, Lemur gets ammo right. The problem is here is that with no Tehran, no Avery, how do you get Parker out? I guess you just pin him.
Yeah, you just pin him. That's crazy.
Him. Yeah, but I don't think Pargo's going to let that happen twice, so... Hit him in the gun now. So once you get hold down there, I mean, I play that spot for us, obviously, as you know it. It's super hard to dig out. You know, Parko didn't.
Super D took one on the way out.
Yeah, Gambit takes a little bit of HA.
What I don't like about this is Decoy wasting a lot of time to be able to get back over here.
Well, you have to. You have no choice.
I mean, 4 minutes on the clock, or well, 4:50. 4 minutes 50 on the clock. It's not a lot of time to make this happen.
It's enough. But I mean, SYN's in just spots. They got 2 mediums. You have to get Parko out to cap this base. That's the problem, right? You don't have any AG tanks to get Parko out. How are you going to get Parko out? You YOLO, you're going to need a bat check clip, some punish from a chieftain. You YOLO Will I Am, you're going to get pounded by anybody. Magna's even left. He thinks the gig's up over here, that they're going to have to play this cap.
Yeah,
But
and
as you
crazy.
see, you got
Decoy's headed
Dips
back.
going through the middle. Yeah. The play for Decoy in an ideal world is Gambit stays spotted and makes them think that they're here, right? Gambit stays spotted. Maybe he leaves Mega D with him, maybe he doesn't, but he stays spotted and they blitzkrieg the other side, right? So this could work out for Decoy. We'll see how it plays.
Looks like
Gambit's just
Airstorm and Bob is
eating
just waiting on
AGs.
Super D.
Waiting too long, in my opinion, because look who's coming back.
Yeah, I mean they had an opening, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't rush it. But Gambit has done a great job of getting spotted, even though he's eating 88G at a time. That's okay. Make them think that your presence is here is what they really need to do, right? They couldn't push that side. If they would have pushed that side, it was
Yeah,
an
I agree.
automatic L. It was an automatic L. So this is the correct play by Decoy. And then they go through the ravine unspotted. They're ramming into each other. They're
Dips got spotted.
Dips gets spotted. Why is he getting spotted? You know, I feel like he's the guy out of all of them that's always getting spotted.
Yeah, I agree.
Ooh, eats one. Airstorm eats one in his bat chat. That's a tough spot to play the H0 in bat chat. DS is a phenomenal spot. Bat chat, not so much. Super D's got to find a way to get on cap. They can't. They're trading over here with the CSs and Mega D. Will.i.am still got full health. They're going to bring Bob onto the cap. This is actually a better play. I didn't see Bob back there, so that's my mistake. Bob's going to move up and kind of play that one spot. This is famous spot by Nate, who played it sideways and got reset for no reason. Let's see. Hopefully Bob doesn't pull a Nate. But see, they had nothing to counter Ghost of Gira coming down this other way. Magna eating damage. They needed to get a guy, maybe one of the heavies, to kind of down there at G6. But the other thing is you only have 6 tanks, so you got to sacrifice a spot. It looks like SYN is going to end up going on to Gambit and Mega D over here. 2 chieftains. It's really going to come down to whether chieftains kind of get hold down and hold their thing, and if Kellen can get damage or not. Kellen's got time. They got 2 on cap. They are forcing this. They got Bob. They got Airstorm. Airstorm's spotted on cap. Magna's going for a wide angle. Dips is honestly, they're gonna go for they're crossing. They only took 1 shot and they get him out. Dips is going for Magna. It's a correct play by Dips. Not the correct pin ratio when you're bouncing though. He's gotta get this pin in. Okay, he can out trade this. Maybe Super D can come and help him, and then they need to stack the cap again. Mega D ends up going down on that side. Do they get Magna here? Does Dips pin a shot? He does. They need to stack the cap. Got 54 seconds on the clock, and you got 4 players from SYN still left and 4 players from Decoy left. And SYN's actually got more HP, which is really surprising to me. And Airstorm elects to pop a reload with 42 seconds left, about 48 seconds or 50 seconds he elected to pop the reload. So he must think that he's got time to get a whole clip off. But if you notice the timer, 1 reset wins the game for SYN.
Maybe he only had 1 shot. I don't know, but yeah, I don't know. That's tough.
He's got to act like he's loaded, but he's not. He would have to act like he was loaded right there to try to prevent this. Because if Parko hits 1 shot, it's GG, game over. Unless Super D maybe gets on the cap and helps it. There we go. We got a reset. We got a critical hit on the gun. Airstorm finally gets loaded. Unfortunately, it was too little too late. It's Dips' eyes. There's no way for them to cap this base. And SYN is going to take this. Could have worked. Needed more time on the clock for Decoy. Yeah. The rotating from one side to the next side, back to the same side that they were on, really hurt him. But I will say that even though Garrett didn't do the most damage, him spotting Gambit through the ravine and him spotting Gambit leaving the ravine is really, ironically enough, in the long run, probably what won the game for SYN, right?
Yeah, it was a really good play.
Knowledge wins it, right? And just not enough time on the clock. But on the side of DECOY, you got Aristorn's bat chat, 2350 out of him. It's dips in a CS, 1 kill, 2050 out of him. And then you got Megadini Sheath just shy 2K. And Bob in his batch had 2 kills, just shy 1600. Super Dean in CS, 1500. And then you got Gambit and Sheath only able to get 2 pins, just shy of 800. And SYN's all you, man.
Yep, over on SYN, Parko at the top yet again, IS7, 2684. Ghost of Gira in the CS with 2294. Will I Am in the Chieftain with 1932. Kellen in the Bat Chat with 3 kills, 1861. Magna in the IS7 with 1469. And Yuckier at the bottom, Chieftain, 1 kill, 1137. And we're going to move on to SYN's map pick, but DECOY gets to ban another map. So we're just waiting on DECOY's map ban.
Yeah, so we just wait on that to happen. We'll get right into the next match. Big win for SYN right there. Big win, very well played.
I agree.
Right. Clock definitely helped them out. Weren't able to get enough guys on cap. DECOY was able to make the correct kills, but I think being able to lose Mega D and Gambit right there just let SYN come in. It didn't really matter.
All right, and DECOY's going to ban Cliff, and so we'll see what SYN picks for their map. Arctic region. Now DECOY does get to pick side here.
Doesn't matter. They got to play both sides.
I don't know. I think this late, I think it does matter. I think you pick the side that's going to give you the most confidence.
Still got to play both. That's always my outlook. I mean, I guess it depends on the people you're playing with, right? Know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Gambit has an answer for the side question, so I'm assuming since he's putting things up, he doesn't care. He's just going to play attack.
he doesn't care. Gambit don't care, though. I mean, DECOY's are pretty laid back. You know, we've seen them make comebacks. Usually it tells you the guys are pretty laid back. Not a big deal. He knows you got to play both sides. Probably doesn't care.
Yeah. Arctic's one of those weird ones with these two teams. I really think of all the matches I've seen SYN on this map, I think they played it very well every single time. I think DECOY's really strong on defense here. I think they do a good job punishing a couple of crosses. They look for that early damage. Attack, I don't know, man. I've kind of seen them be kind of all over the board, kind of like a lot of teams on this map, right? Attack's kind of up in the air.
I will say out of the weird maps, Arctic region isn't terrible because you can play both caps.
Yeah.
I would say the one cap is a little bit harder to play, but we'll see how it plays out. On the side of DECOY, we got 2 Chieftains, IS7, Batch had 2 CSs, and on the side of SYN, 2 Chieftains, IS7, Batch had 2 CSs. We'll see how this goes. No light tank, I think that makes it. I don't know. We'll see.
It makes attack weird.
I think it really. I mean, I would say I think you do have to spread out on Arctic region that you need to forcefully push the other team back. Like, remember we kind of saw Gambit when he played against one. He got in here and he really forced one back. You need to do that, right? It looks like Kellen's going to go through the ravine and look for spots across. Decoy's got a bunch of fast tanks. Mega D will probably stop at that little ravine at B7 anyway, not to get spotted. So they probably won't get any damage off this, but we'll see.
They got through unspot. Oh, Gambit got lit at the end. He's going to get in for free here, probably.
Yeah. I7 isn't the slowest tank, especially got a pretty good spawn.
They did get Magna spotted.
Up top and achieve him. Yep. Magna's going to hold that line. No, he ain't going to give. You know, he's not going to let Gambit get in there like one did. He's going to hold that line.
I mean, that was
up here in the CS.
That was ideal for
right away.
That was ideal for Decoy, getting across, taking no damage. It's kind of the best you can ask for, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, the one thing that Decoy has in favor is that, like, SYN doesn't have anybody on this kind of at D1. They don't have anybody on the kind of one or two line to stop them from getting around and getting cap pressure. And, you know, SYN's not going to be able to reset from E4, E3, right? They're not going to be able to spot from there. So they're just completely relying on Magna. They don't know Kellen's there, but I like the aggressive play by Gambit right here. If he can stay unspotted and get out of gear is gone. If he can get to spot out of gear is gone. This is perfect for Decoy. So far. A lot of things could still go wrong. Take that for what it is. Gambit getting a little itchy on the trigger.
He doesn't have the gun depression to do it, though.
No, I7 doesn't have the worst, though. But
yeah,
he'll
but
expose your lower plate shooting that.
Yeah, 100%.
It's odd that Magna's spotted and he's not. But now Gambit's moving the guys around.
You know, the way that looked, that looked like 3 seconds to me. Gambit might be running that stupid spotted thing.
No, I think the thing was Airstorm spotting Magna. Gambit's not.
That may be the case. Yeah, I think you're right.
They're going to go and kill Magna as the play. They're going to bring in tips. Now here comes Kellen's clip. Does Kellen's clip do damage? Oh, we got to bounce out of the little pub.
His clip's definitely doing damage. At least for one shot here.
Airstorm's going to counter. Airstorm's going to counter Kellen. And they're countering Kellen by look how they're playing. Look how Decoy's playing this. Very good. Using that rock. The problem is they didn't do enough damage to Magna, man.
Yeah.
Oh, now they're going to have to force commit. Magna's doing a great job of not taking damage and forcing them to commit to that. And they are missing Kellen left and right, and Airstorm loses over half his tank trying to overpoke to shoot Kellen. He overpokes, misses Kellen, and loses half his tank. Not the play. But the one advantage is that Decoy is kind of taking a little bit of the map here, right? Oh, Dips gets pinned there. Whoever just pinned Dips there, that was a hell of a shot.
I do believe that's going to be our buddy Will I Am.
That was a hell of a shot.
He's still sending it here. He did take a shot back, though.
Gambit's in a tough spot with Parko there, and Will I Am where he is. Gambit's in a tough spot, so is Dips. They needed to kill Magna. That's just the gist of it, right? They need to kill Magna and move up and get safe, and they have not killed Magna. And now Magna is, like I said in the beginning of the game, holding along. We got Beaver with a big raid. Appreciate it, Beaver.
Yeah, Beaver, thanks. Hopefully your matches that you were streaming went well.
Yep. So can we get in the chat who won that? I believe Beaver did TCL, one of the last regular seasons, Pandaverse.
Oh, Mexican, I do believe,
clan. Yeah. Yep. Hopefully Mexican got the play and didn't get DQ'd, but we'll find out soon.
Look, man, we were all thinking it.
Listen, it is what it is. Will.i.am has taken damage moving. Right, big punish on Will.i.am. Probably should have just stayed, but that's all hindsight. All right, at the end of the day, SYN's still up.
They're going to come in and just kill Gambit and Decoy here. I mean, Gambit and Dip. Magna ate it.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this was the play. He'll have to pin all the shots to kill him. And that's going to be tough against the CS and the I7.
He's taking shots from Airstorm, too.
Probably not going to let him go out. Airstorm can't let him leave. Airstorm, you gotta kill him, man. He doesn't kill Kellen.
Heal it.
Gambit doesn't kill Kellen. Now Gambit's in a worse spot. Mega D's over here battling. Yucky Lemur giving it to him. Looks like Mega D's got a guy next to him. We got the D's over here. Half health D's almost.
Letting
They
Kellen
can
get out, and Kellen's almost loaded.
They don't elect to get Kellen out. Now they're farming Parker.
Oh, they got him. They got him. Super D got him.
Kellen out. Yep. I don't know. I don't know what made Magna do that. Maybe the D's push on the side and Magna felt like he had to go for it, but Magna played that so well. He only lost half his tank. He still was holding the position. Mega D with a bad poke there again. Right, like Magna was in a great position. They weren't going to be able to cap. They were able to get a good trade for him, and he still wasn't dead. Kind of weird, kind of pressure now. Now this is the correct play by DECOY. Get cap pressure. Gambit should just do it because even if he gets shot, he dies. Mega D's going to get cap pressure on this thing. He is a one-shot. Dips goes down. Way too aggressive to get in that dip, in my opinion, by Dips. But since only got 3 tanks left, Super D's in a position where he could take that trade.
Gear's full health,
coming
though.
in, dodging shots, eating shots. Gets to the rock. Now they got double cap pressure. 3 minutes on. This round should go to DECOY. Kind of interesting. Would have to see the other side of that push. Bob's on fire. Bob is burning. Bob is burning. And Bob's dead. Gira, good shot by Gira. Not saying the game's over yet. That's what he's saying right there. But they will have to spot Mega D eventually. The game is over.
Yeah, he's not going to get to this A cap.
But I like the effort of him still killing that guy. He's not done. Gear is still playing, man. Here he comes. The double cap is a tricky situation for 2 tanks to counter. Oh, Lemur goes down from the D pack over there. And really nothing for Garrett to do over here. Yeah, kind of interesting. I'd have to see if the preemptive push by Magna, well, not preemptive, but if the push by Magna was forced by the cap on the other side, or exactly why they did that. But either way, if you would have taken a screenshot or asked me when they didn't kill Magna who was going to win that match, I would have sent SYN every day of the week, right?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Works out for DECOY there, and I believe that's going to bring us to
4-5
SYN, right? Yeah. So on the side of DECOY, it steps into CS, who was not in a vulnerable spot, but able to make it happen. 1 kill, just shy of 2,600 damage. Gambit is IS7 again. Not the best spot, not able to get Magna, but still able to hand out the damage, 2,300. Super D and his Chieftain 2 kills, 1,900. Airstorm in his CS in that cover spot, 1,900. Will also have his health even in the beginning, but still able to make it happen. And Mega D was playing next to Super D. 1 kill, just shy of 1,800 damage. And Bob and his batch are just kind of going around the map. And unfortunately got set on fire at the end, but didn't really matter. The game was over by at that point. So 1 kill and 1,250 out of him. And SYN's all you, my man.
Yep. Over on SYN, Ghost of Gear at the top. CS, 2 kills, 33-34. Parco CS, 2705. Will I Am and the Chieftain, 1897. He's the one that had the shots down the middle on Gambit and Airstorm. Kellen in the bad chat, 1876. Magna in the I7 with 932. And Yuckier and his Chieftain with 797. So good round to DECOY there. Almost caught him Gambit. So this was SYN's map pick. I mean, if Gambit could take this next round, tied up 5-5, they move into their map pick with a lot of maps already played and banned. Trying to think what there's not many maps left.
I'm not even going that route. Let's see what happens this match.
Now,
at
one
the end
Panda.
Of the day, at the end of the day, what?
They Panda won 4-1.
Oh, that's good. Oh, at least I let the other team play, so that's good. No DQ this week. That's good.
No DQ this week. Okay. Panda turning corners.
Yeah, just giving them a hard time, but
For like the next year, they're going to be given a hard time.
yeah, it's going to be a long time. At the end of the day, they're winning to fight this just to fight it again, right? No. That's a tough thing. No. That's tough, man. I would say, like, I think my mindset trying to win a best of 13 just to have the opportunity to play another best of 13 is a tough mindset to go through, because I think half of me would be like, yeah, I don't know. You know?
Yeah, no, I hear you.
Well, especially the way this is going, man. This is back and forth. Some good play though. We're getting this has been a really good match, and I would say out of the matches we streamed lately, we've had 7-0s, 7-2s, 4-0s. This has been the best one by far in the last at least 3 weeks. So looks like this one's kind of coming down the wire. If DECOY gets this here, this is a big one. They're putting fear in my skill, and it hasn't been in the last couple of matches. Bringing out the big gun here.
Yeah, he said something
And
in
once
chat a little
again,
bit
we're
ago.
waiting on Gambit.
I'd have to go
Yeah,
back up and look.
he couldn't get a smoke break.
Oh yeah,
Couldn't
okay,
go
yeah.
outside. Yeah, that's sorry to hear that. Got to get your smoke break if you're a smoker, man.
All right, and we're going in.
We're going right into it. So on the side of SYN, we got a Chieftain IS7 batch at 3 CSs. 3 CSs is interesting. And on the side of DECOY, we got 2 Chieftains IS7 batch at 2 CSs. We got a bunch of pings coming out. I'm not even going to entertain that though. So. SYN going. Looks like they're going to send will.i.am up to the cover spot. It seems to be their kind of cover guy. He's doing a great job all night. And they're sending the other 5 this way. Kind of like what DECOY did. We'll see how they plan out. Fear my skill usually kind of goes to that bird perch. I think when I've seen them play, Kellen is pan and bad chat. Gears played the CS well all night. Team Parko on a lot of the CS tonight too. Airstorm going for the spot. Might be a little bit too late to spot anybody. We got Magna underneath. Interesting spot for Magna.
I like it. I like it.
It can kind of be countered by Super D. If he gets really underneath, like where he's going, not really so much. But he will be able to spot Bob for free in that CS up top. Parko going to the perch, taking Fear my skill spot. Maybe it wasn't his spot and I'm completely wrong, but I remember seeing Fear up there when I played them one time. The old trades, and it's Dips, as I say, that takes a trade. But Dips is kind of there to prevent that E3 spot. Gotta keep your health here when you're playing defense. Whether Bob might have bounced a shot or a missed shot. Super D in the pub spot, and they got Mega D over here covering Super D in the typical little spot by the river to cover the other cat. And they actually had Gambit over here early, but Gambit is on the move out. Gambit is on the move out. Not quite sure where Gambit's going.
Magna is playing very aggressive.
Oh, Magna took what Gambit did to one. This is such a good spot if you're able to get on offense. I've seen it work. Well, he did get pinned there, but he gave it back to Super D, okay? So we'll let that one slide. But I mean, like, again, SYN is playing its best in my opinion when you're having to go say, hey, we need to get this spot. What do we have to go through an IS7? That's when you're screwed. When you play against SYN, right?
Yep.
And that's what Magna's doing. Now the other thing is Dips is still here, right? So he maybe can creep down if they can get that, but they haven't got. I mean, obviously they know Parko's there, but I don't know if he's been spotted or not. Super D has taken a shot, so we'll see what SYN elects to do here. Dips is just permanently spotted. Kellen's
Yeah,
on the move.
Dips is actually
Kellen's
stuck in
on
a
the move.
position that's going to be hard for him to really do anything.
Yeah, but you want to deny them that spot, right? It looks like Kellen is going to be the guy that gets on cab. They do get Parker spotted. No damage onto him, though. But see, here's the thing. Dips is going to have to move to spot this. How else are they going to spot this? Dips takes 22 damage. That's not a lot of damage. More than 0, though. Did Parko fall? No. For some reason, I thought maybe he was on this side of the ridge. So we got 1 minute on cap. Kellen completely unspotted. How's Decoy going to deal with this? They're going to bring
Gambit's coming
Gambit
down to
down.
fight an IS-7, but he's also going to worry about, Fear and Parko behind him.
Yeah, this is not going to work for Gambit.
No, like Fear's going to have shots. Parko's going to have shots.
Dips has to go spot the cap. There's no choice. Dips has to make that cross, and he eats one right in the little kind of
Yeah,
turret. It looked like right there.
if he goes to the cap, he's going to die.
And not able to play.
I don't even know that he
he's
makes
the
it.
only one. He's the only one who's going to be able to do anything. They're trying to get out.
Gambit got the
Bob's
spot.
looking for it.
Gambit got
Bob's
the
just
spot.
Gonna eat it. Oh, Gambit did. Bob eats it from the Chiefs and not able to get one into Madden. It's a winning trade from there. So Gambit did get the spot from there. I'm surprised by that. I didn't think an IS-7 could spot that from over there. Now, again, I'm probably remembering a light tank being on that cap. So it is what it is. Five minutes on the clock. Nobody's died.
Yeah, but they got Dips down pretty low. That's
Yeah, I mean,
that's
Sin's got
concerning.
about 1400 HP lead. But at the end of the day, if Dips dies with like 3 minutes on the clock, it's not the end of the world.
100%.
If Gambit's able to spot, if Gambit's able to still spot the batch on the cap, Sin doesn't have a play on this side, right? So Decoy's really got to stop donating health. That's what's going to come back to haunt him. Kellen making a move through the middle. Well, not the middle, but yeah, they're looking for Dips because he's a low guy. Bob on the rotation and covering him. Airstorm still got him covered. I'm sure they know Airstorm's there though.
This is a really good play out of Decoy. Bringing Bob back to sit with Airstorm to cover this.
Well, I will say this. I think if Sin took a light tank, this is GG game over already.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
They got to get Gira here.
They got Dips, but I think Gira should go down.
They're bouncing. They got to get him. There's no doubt about it. They got to get him. You got to kill him. They don't. They do lose Dips. They did get a lot of punish for that. Kellen's on spot going back on a rotation. Bob takes a blind shot. Great shot. I'm assuming that was Park or Fear My Skill.
Look like Fear.
Great shot on him. Yeah, the other thing is Bob didn't move, so, shame on him for not even moving around. Gear is staying alive there and providing vision. The bounce on Gear is big. He needed to die, right? But again, if Gambit's able to spot, that's not the end of the world. But now Sin has got to find a way to kill Gambit and do what they did, and they got to do it quick. If Sin is able to kill Gambit and then do what they did in the next 45 seconds, they should be able to win this game. But Bob is coming back. Super D kind of hesitating. I'm not quite sure what Super D is doing because I can't see through the mountain. But Super D should be staying with Bob. Super D should be staying with Bob. And here we go. We got a push from will.i.am. Mega D gets a shot on to Fear My Skill. But will.i.am, as that happens, is right on top of Mega D. We're going to have a 1v1 over here with will.i.am and Mega D. Bob taking some damage. Super D's got to get his tank in there. Gambit gets rammed, but it does more damage to Magna. Super D does not pin a shot. Gambit able to kill him. They need to kill They need to kill Fear My Skill or not eat a whole clip. And Bob ends up going in and ramming.
Yeah, not good.
And now
Fear is still half health.
I'm going to be honest with you. Super D needs to take that fight with his team, not be the last guy left. He needed to get in there before Kellen got there. And they needed to kill Fear before Kellen got there. And now will.i.am's going to get his side and finish him off, right? Like, Super D waited to go to Bob, then he went to Bob, and then he didn't really play with Bob, right? I mean, maybe that's harsh to say. Airstorm not able to get his clip in there, but, like, you had 3 tanks there, and the reality is that he didn't really play, and it's easier said than done every day of the week, but you got little split windows to make things happen in a brawl and in a
No, I
fight.
mean, you're right, 100%. Yeah.
I mean, I think the one difference, I think tactically, SYN and DECOY have been kind of even. I think trading SYN's been a little bit better, but I think the brawls are way in SYN's favor. Every time a brawl breaks out like this, SYN's focus fires, SYN pinning shots, SYN playing together has been a little. It's just been better. You saw it on steps. That was a big swing. You just saw it right there, right? I mean, will.i.am snuck up on Mega D at the perfect time too. Like, Mega D poked, shot, and then got shot. That was perfect, right? If Super D was gonna play like that in the bottom, he would have stayed on top. He probably could have killed will.i.am and then left Airstorm in the corner. But that's all hindsight, right? But that match could have went either way, and Fear My Skill coming off the bench or not playing, not being able to go outside or whatever the case was, able to get MVP for SYN. But
Yep.
on the side of DECOY, Airstorm in his match at 1 kill, 2750. Bob in his CS, 1 kill, 1900. Super D in his CS, 1900. Mega D in his Chieftain, 1500. Gambit in his IS7, 1400. Kind of had to put himself in a spot. The Cavs really good. And unfortunately for Dips, losing a lot of his health. And then when he got YOLO'd, that whole game, he only had 1 pin. So if he's able to keep his health and able maybe to get that bad shot of CS, or maybe Gira dies, or he's able to kill Kellen, or he puts himself in a position where he can't be YOLO'd, maybe we're talking about a different story, but it's just
Yeah,
not
maybe.
how it played out.
Yep. Over on SYN side, we got Fear at the top after a smoke break. 2 kills, 31-53. Magna in his I7 with 26-22. will.i.am in the Chieftain with 2 kills, 24-95. Parco in the CS with 22-53. Kellen in the Bat Chat with 16-02. And Gira in the CS with 1 kill, 4-57. All right. They're going to get sides. Wait a minute. We are going to be...
You're going to be on a new map, man.
Yeah. All right. So it's Gambit's pick. SYN's going to ban another map, which is going to be Port. Can't say I
This
blame
is
him.
match point for SYN, though, right?
It is. It is. I don't even want to use my brain to figure out what maps are left to pick. Not very many. But
I'm not doing that either, so.
He'll know, and we'll see it in a minute. It's almost got to be Muro, though, right? Now that I think about it.
We haven't seen Ghost Town.
The Ghost Town's banned.
We haven't seen Miro. We haven't seen Proc.
Proc's banned.
We haven't seen Mally.
Mally's banned. It's got to be Muro.
Got to be one more if this tiebreaker is picked, though.
I think you can pick the tiebreaker map. Yeah, Gambit's asking in the chat what map's left, and I'm pretty sure it's Muro. Yeah, Kellen's gone ahead and put it up. I mean, I could think of worse maps to be the last map you get to pick from, right?
It depends. Depends on who you're playing against and how confident you are, right? 6v6, I think Mirror can be a little bit hard to kind of win on attack. Like, it seems like picking a light tank can also be a liability for brawl fakes out. Like, we've seen that, on steps. Like, light tank not able to do a lot in a brawl right there, so.
SYN is going to attack, so we should be getting ready to go here soon. Yeah, I mean, the last 2 maps that were open was Port and Miro. So obviously, I'd say both teams are happy they're going to play Miro. I haven't seen Port played in so long. I feel like it's probably been 3 years. I mean, I just
I hope I've never seen it play, and I don't think it should be played.
yeah, I've seen it before. It used to be in the map rotation quite often, but man, I haven't seen that map in a long time. Probably 3 years, yeah.
Gambit's a believer that it turns around on Miro.
I mean, he's got to be right. You're down 2 on match point. You got to take both here and then go to tiebreak. Interesting lineup out of SYN. I would assume they might change that.
Why? What's
But you
wrong
never
with that
know.
one?
I mean, it is GTL, and that's the rules. You can play 6 of those bad boys if you feel like it.
What's wrong with that lineup?
Well, they had 4 CSs. I don't know. 4 CSs. I don't guess I hate it, but
right.
it would be different. Yeah, so they swapped to a chieftain. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. No light tank out of SYN on attack. We do have a light tank out of DECOY on defense though, and a Type 5. I caught that right before we launched.
Yep. Well, yeah. A lot of people are bringing a Type 5 over here on defense. But on the side of SYN, we got 2 Chieftains, IS7, 3 CSs. And on the side of DECOY, who's playing defense, 2 Chieftains, Type 5 Heavy, Bad Chat, CS, and a light tank out of DECOY, ironically enough. So DECOY is going to like to take the light tank. We'll see what they do with this. Airstorm's big here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Airstorm's got to have a good game. If DECOY's going to win this, I'm calling him now. Airstorm's got to not lose his tank, keep vision, let them know where they're going. But I think SYN's going right to the 8 cap here.
Yeah, they're just going.
They're just going. They want to take the fight, and SYN's been winning the brawls all day long. I don't hate this call. They're already on there. 3 CS is going 70 miles an hour in turbo super mode. Whatever stupid mode they added to that game, but here it is. We got 3 and we got 28 seconds on the cap already. Mega D's coming in, probably going, oh man.
Yeah, it sucks to be this guy. He's got to peek the corner and know he's going to take
It
shots.
sucks to be the Type 5 Heavy, too. 10 seconds on the cap for Mega D. Mega D bounces.
He bounces.
Beats it. Oh.
Gambit got the pin, but this is close.
Oh, Mega D's just getting torched. Looks like Parker took a little bit of shot. Dib's coming in like a bat out of hell. In turbo mode, it looks like.
Missing his shot and dead.
Not the play. Not the play. Here comes Will I Am to add support. Gets his chieftain in there, and Gambit's toast. Mega D's one shot. SYN's just rolling in here. Oh, Mega D apparently is 2 shot. And Super D has finally arrived to the battle in his Type 5 Heavy.
Well, I think the battle came to him a little bit, but yeah.
And Super D is going
That
down.
was... Okay, he got... I was seeing that wrong. Okay.
And Airstorm in his light tank. But I mean, that's the thing. Like, you know, you read the lineup there. You got a light tank. Can't really come on Brawl. Bob's taking a lot of damage here. You got a Type 5 Heavy that can't get there. And then you got CS's and Turbo Super Mode going 70 miles an hour. Blitzkrieg to the cap. You get 3 people on cap. There was 28 seconds on that cap. And DECOY had nothing to do but throw away their tanks. And that will be the end of it. And SYN is going to take this. And they are going to be GTL champions.
GTL champions, and that was a fast round.
Yeah, and the guy off the smoke break again, MVP.
I mean, hey, the cigarette got him, I guess.
Yeah, but then the on the side of DECOY, Super D was actually in his Type 5 Heavy, who looked like, you know, I mean, you can't fault them for arriving late, but just shy of 1,400 damage, did the most damage on DECOY. Was, you know, maybe if Mega D was able to get a reset, could kind of played a little bit slower, but you got Gambit in his Chieftain, 1150 out of him, Bob in his Bad Chat, just a little bit over 1,000, Airstorm on his light tank, just over 750, and then you got Megadini's Chieftain 400, and Dipson is CS just 400. So just not a lot of damage. They got forced into playing a game that they just were not planning on playing.
100%. Yeah. So over on SYN side, Fear Skill top Chieftain, 2 kills, 30-34. Gira in the CS with 27-31. Will I Am in the Chieftain with 1 kill, 20-74. Kellen in the CS with 1 kill, 18-02. Magna in the IS7 with 15-33. And Parco in the CS with 2 kills, 15-26. And that was a good spread to take the 7th. And that's going to wrap it. GTL Champs, SYN, NA. That was a pretty good one. I really felt like it went
Yeah,
back
it
and
was very
forth a
good,
little
very
bit.
good.
DECOY definitely played a lot better than the last time, right? They only got 2 victories the first time. So yeah, not bad.
I mean, I think they ended up getting caught off guard in the end, right? You know, the Type 5 and the light tank, I think, really, really hurt them. Right?
Yeah,
And the 3 CSs, even though you weren't so crazy about the CS picks,
it worked.
I was kind of thinking, hey, they're coming.
It definitely worked. You know, there's no denying it. So, chat, we're gonna raid y'all to somebody that's playing tanks. Congrats to SYN. Make sure you guys come back around tomorrow. Tomorrow night we've got let's see, I think it's Latin League DECOY versus 1, 8 p.m. Eastern, best of 7.
Yeah, should be a good match. Should be a good match.
Should be a good
Hopefully,
one.
you know, DECOY can show this one off. I think there'll even be some comp streams in the afternoon. If you guys want to look out for that. I think Beaver's doing some streams in the afternoon.
Yep, I'll make sure that,
you know.
I'll make sure one of the mods drop his link in the channel. Give him a shout out. Of course, he's talking, so you can just click on his name, go follow his channel. Beaver's a good dude.
Yeah, try to give some love to people that do these comp streams. It's not the easiest thing.
100%.
Try to bring it so everybody can see it. So.
Yep. So congrats to SYN, and we'll get you out of here right after the delay. So Tubbins, like always, thanks for being here, man.
Always, man. See you guys later.
Hey, Noodle, let me take him out. Like a ticking time bomb, we about to blow. And I wipe out the ops like an obstacle. Line them all up like dominoes. Then we watch them all fall like Geronimo. Brain like tanks cause we on a roll. And we got more rounds than a pot of gold. Catch more shells than Galapagos.